Wow.
Wow. Wow. It's me, I'm Lissy Lala Loopsy, and we're playing Dungeons and Dragons today, I think.
True.
Hi everyone.
I think so.
Welcome to the Cursed Ones, where I think we're playing Dungeons and Dragons, but I'm not entirely sure. What other games could we be playing?
Bungus.
Bungus. Oh, Among Us.
Yeah.
All I heard
Bungus,
was,
Grey Dogs.
was Bungus.
Maybe that's a game.
We're playing Bungus today.
We are.
Man, I really wish that my Discord account would show that I'm streaming. I don't know when it stopped doing that, but it did.
No.
Check your connection. It might have, like...
I'm checking my connection.
It's because you're listening to music, and you're listening to music before you started streaming. It overrides.
That's my mother. She's listening to music right now. How could she? Horrible.
Oh, you can disconnect your Spotify and then
I'm
connect to
disconnecting
stream.
her Spotify right now, and I want it gone. Am I streaming now?
My Spotify and I want it gone.
You know what? Screw it. We're gonna keep the recording going. Hi YouTube, but we're gonna press the stream button twice. So
Holy shit.
on.
Come on, baby.
Hang on.
Oh.
Will that mean that there are two streams?
We're back.
Or would it be?
No, it wouldn't mean that there's two streams going. I have a recording, so the feed gets recorded into my computer.
It still says you're listening to music!
What?
Oh heavens, no.
Oh heavens, no! I'm listening to music.
Spotify's
okay,
just higher priority than streaming, I
I'm
guess.
disconnected. Couldn't activate my stream key? Oh no.
Oh heavens, no.
Oh heavens, no. What have we done?
I think you need to listen to music.
Something
dear.
is happening. So for the people watching on YouTube, hi. For the people who are watching on Twitch, you're not watching on Twitch. Uh-oh.
What happened?
Couldn't access the specific channel. This is
That's
a problem.
Don't like that.
Fresh?
This is a problem. Okay, well, I'm not listening to music anymore. Okay, we're live!
Okay. Awesome.
Okay.
Excellent.
This is like our 100th, like, fucking, what is it, 17th episode, and we just learned how to stream.
We just learned how to... Hi everyone, welcome to the Cursed Ones, stream number 2, where we finally learned how to stream on twitch.television. If it doesn't appear on my Discord account, I don't even care, but I just want to have the little purple thingy mobobber. Is that a crime? My account has been revoked. That's what that explains thing.
What are you
Alright,
Wait
now?
just a minute.
I'm fucking banned from life, apparently. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Failed to go. What is going on? What is happening? Can we? You know
What is happening?
I'm confused by everything happening here, but
It's
you know
probably
what?
not worth figuring it out right now. I'm
Are
gonna be
we
honest.
streaming? Did we do it?
We're streaming, but I'm being
Okay.
stubborn. Anyways, let's do the question of the day. I don't get my cool little purple Twitch
I'm
logo
sorry.
on Discord, so I'm just gonna change my status to streaming. Streaming Pog. Welcome to the Cursed Ones, where we are playing D&D and we're learning how to stream for the first time, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
And those
We've never
in
done it
between.
before.
We've never streamed. We're new to this.
I don't know where I
question
am.
of the day
Scared.
is oh shit. See, I was gonna do what's your favorite weapon, but we've already done that like 5 times.
Oh.
Probably.
What's your favorite
That's not
kind
that
of
surprising.
sword? What's your favorite type of sword? Let's narrow
Solid.
it down here. Let's do that. Let me read the nicknames. That we're not here forever. We've already been here forever, but that's fine. Both Side Blues. Who are you, and what's your favorite type of sword?
Hi, I'm Kiki. I play Luli, and I like a claymore. Mainly because whenever I'm playing Breath of the Wild, I like to swing it around in a giant circle and just kill stuff. I like
that
the
too.
size
Solid.
of the claymore.
Solid.
It is very solid.
That's a good way of describing it. I like a good solid claymore, you know, nice bulky, girthy, large claymore that I like to hold in my hand. And it's not a phase, Mom. Who are you? What's your sword?
Hi. I am Cole, and I play Ryder.
Are you
And
sure?
I don't know why I'm talking like this.
You seem unsure.
No. I just
I believe you, Cole.
Gotta follow a pattern, I guess. Anyway, people who know me, more than, just basically know that I like katanas. I like the shape. I like they're cool. They cool.
You like the feel?
I've never held a
You like the
katana. I
girth?
just,
You like the
like
mouth feel?
if I ever get,
Don't put it in your mouth.
How's the mouth feel?
if I ever get a choice of a sword in a video game, I'm picking a katana.
They are very cool. How's the mouth feel?
Don't put it
I've
in
never
your
eaten one
mouth.
either.
If you can put it in your mouth, it's probably a bad sword.
I guess.
I mean, you can't. People's swords swallow, so.
That's true.
That's
I
Cole
think
makes
true,
a very
but
compelling point here. Listen,
you have to like have.
I think you do that with
skill.
specific kinds of sword, though.
how do you?
And also probably not ones with edges. I mean, I don't know for sure that they don't have edges on them, but like, why would
You
you
need to,
increase
like,
the risk by swallowing a
swallow-
sword with an edge?
You need to like swallow lube. Do that.
Yeah,
I don't think so. I think it's more
not-
complicated than that.
that's my
Lord,
understanding.
Who are you, and what's your favorite type of sword?
I'm Morg. I play Arden, and honestly, I don't know enough about swords to say, so instead I'll just say, real ones? Yeah, we'll go with that.
this feels
I like
an
me a
attack.
sword that could be actually used.
This feels like an
There you
attack
go.
against all the fake swords of the world. For all the fake
I mean,
swords
look,
of
see, here's the
world,
thing.
they're
If somebody
so
were like,
valid.
But
do you want
Rather-
this sword? And they offered me a sword made out of plastic, I'd be like, honestly, no thanks. I mean, the thing is, like, it just doesn't hit the same. I mean, if you want, like, a more specific type of sword than a diamond sword, yeah, and I know what y'all gonna say.
for real?
Netherite's obviously better, but consider, diamond sword is blue.
That's true. That's true.
true.
I
Yeah.
want
Exciting
the right
color.
to look like that.
I happen to like blue if it wasn't all that obvious. So like,
I mean, don't get me wrong, the netherite, like, you love a black sword, but the blue, it's more fun.
this
I've
is
always
true.
wished Netherite was purple.
That's,
It has always
I,
made me sad.
Dang, I wish that too now. Why would you make me think this? Now I
I'm
need
sorry.
a texture pack. What the hell?
Texture pack.
Hello. I am the friendliest elder god. And my favorite sword. I have to think about this because my brain is working. My favorite sword. I like flamberges. I believe that's what they're called. The little
I need to-
squiggly-
Fuck, that's what I was gonna say.
Ooh, there's a good candidate. Triangular
Yeah,
shaped
It's the
sword.
squiggly one.
Let's
It's the squiggly one.
let's violate Geneva conventions.
But no,
That's
I like
against the Geneva Conventions?
flamberges are against the Geneva Conventions.
Oh, I don't think they are. I was talking about the triangle shaped ones. With the nice
Oh,
triangle.
the twisty
It is against the
ones. I
Geneva
like
Conventions.
those
No,
ones.
no, the ones that are just straight up a triangle. Those are against the Geneva Conventions. If it's
I've
like
never...
if
Oh.
the profile of the blade from the front is a triangle,
Gone.
that violates the Geneva Conventions because the wound like can't close essentially.
I like Cece's frozen pose right now. But no, I am pee pee poo poo stinky man, and I like flamberges. I like the squiggles. I like the wave formation. I think it would be very cool if someone, you guys know that like resin art that kind of looks like waves. I kind of want someone to do a flamberge made out of resin that looks like that kind of like beach wave thing. I have one of them in my kitchen, but I'm not gonna bring it in. You know what I mean? The cool Etsy
I know what you mean.
The
And those
cool
are very
Etsy
cool,
shit.
yeah.
That would be cool. I want that to be real. I would pay money. Not a lot though. So like no one would
$2.
take my commission.
Totally.
Top 10,
$2 and a
top
quarter.
10 stupidest people. Who are you? What's your favorite kind of sword?
Hi, I'm Cece. I play Charpay. I was gonna say flamberge, but I can't do that, so I googled sword types. Apparently, a machete counts as a sword, so my favorite sword type is a machete.
I feel like that's a knife
Justified.
or a dagger.
No, I mean they are pretty long. They're like
How
Yeah.
big does a knife have to be to not be a knife anymore? Because machetes are pretty
That's a good
large.
question. Yeah,
That's
they're
true.
Yeah,
pretty big.
machetes
Like,
are big.
They kind of remind me like as an in-between. Don't ask what I'm doing with my arm. I'm shake weighting right now, but like you know what I
True.
mean.
I do know what you mean.
They're strange. They're strange and unusual. And I will take it as an answer, but I will do so while mildly judging.
I
Well,
think
I'm
whenever I hear
sorry.
machete, I think of a character from Spy Kids, Uncle Machete.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
Uncle Machete!
Uncle
You-
Machete.
Is that
he
Danny
was like
Trejo?
That's Danny Trejo, right?
Yeah, he was like
Yeah,
the
okay.
scientist that
Oh.
like built all of the cool machines, and he called himself Uncle Machete. But when they went over for dinner, he had this gross looking noodle stuff, and as a kid, I wanted to eat it so bad. I saw it and I was like, oh, I want to eat the cool spy food.
Kiki is the type of person to see Tubby Custard and go, is anyone gonna eat that and not wait for an answer? That's
I
all
want to
I'm
eat
gonna
those
say.
that body butter. You know the body butter that people do videos on? It like fills
No.
the container. I
Kiki,
want to eat it.
You can't eat the
I
body
really do.
butter. You can't eat
I
the
wanna eat
body
the
butter
body
or the
butter.
shaving cream. You can't eat the shaving
It's called
cream
butter.
either.
It's called butter. It's called
Yeah.
butter.
Listen,
No,
And shaving cream is called cream.
yeah, but it's not.
there are many things that can be referred to as cream that you would not like to eat, Kiki. So
I want you
last
to
session,
elaborate on
It's the
that.
start of the
Moving
stream.
on.
so last session was a big chaotic mess. It started off with Ryder. I'm doing a recap. Also, I forgot to put my Discord on Do Not Disturb. So whoever just pinged, get out of here. What server just pinged me? Anyway, so last session started off with Ryder seeing a giant golden eye, as so happens to happen in this campaign every so often, for no reason in particular. Woo. Nothing's wrong. Nothing's wrong at all. I don't have this dice out today. So that happened. Ryder woke up and was like, "Oh, okay, what the fuck?" And proceeded to have a little bit more, what the fuck? Because there was some weird, strange shenanigans, but we'll be tackling that another day. There might be a one-shot coming up that'll fill in some blanks a bit later, but for now, put a bookmark in that. Just know that Praveen was fighting some woman. Whammin'. Everyone else was fighting the False Hydra, which was like a long, arduous battle, the kind of, typical D&D fight. You got the big, flashy actions, everyone on really low hit points, whale shenanigans, getting helped by the precipice, the False Hydra having like 39 heads, but eventually they managed to kill the thing, by taking a lot of fire and just kind of going pew-pew to it, but also they didn't really kind of kill it because they started drowning it. But if you don't really kill their head with fire, it duplicates, so, like, there's kind of a problem with, like, the possible infinite chain reaction of heads dying from drowning and then making more. So that kind of happened, and they're like, oh, shit, we should go. And then Praveen was like, we're in a dead zone. Don't ask how I know this. It'll be revealed later. Remember that bookmark? We'll get there. Wait. However long. Just wait. And she was like, we're in a dead zone. We need a key. And then everyone's like, where's the key? Remember this bookmark. It's important. So they were all like, Ryder, who is in the water. Bookmark. And they're like, oh shit. And all of them basically just went to go put their hands on Ryder. They just basically just went like, get us out of here. Get us out.
Like Jesus.
They were
Lily
doing
did do one
Macarena.
touch water
Boy.
shit, like lift him out of there while blind.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Lily
yeah,
did
Lily-
trigonometry.
Lily did some trigonometry, doinked Ryder out of the agua. Bookmark. This probably won't become canon after a while. We'll see how this changes when this bookmark is taken out of the book. It's here, though. I just want to make it very clear. It's right here. Please take a look at this bookmark. I hit my mic. And then, yeah, the party poofed out of the dead zone with only, like, a few survivors, because that was a problem. The precipice started killing some of the survivors.
Yeah,
The
Lily is one of them.
The Hydra was mind-controlled. Basically, they only got out with, like, 4, beyond the usual suspects.
I mean,
of
that's
Praveen and
4
Hugo.
more than the 0 we were probably most likely to get. So
They got
that's
Haleo,
bad.
right? Haleo's alive.
You did get Haleo. You'll see who else
And-
we
Well,
got
actually,
from
if we
the...
counted, let's see, Arden I think grabbed 2 people, and then there were like 5 people sent over or wait, was it 4 people sent over on the shield? And then I feel like there was someone else. So we have like 8. We got like 8 people, I think.
We might have lost some in the transition because I definitely didn't put 8 in my planning. So
It might have been including.
Some of them were like, you know what, we're gonna head out on our own, and they just left. They just made their own person raft, and now they're.
They kind of sung.
We got another one over here. We'll make a one-shot out of it. The people got yoinked to some other dimension.
Let's go. I want to do that.
So with that, the party bonked out into the middle of the ocean. Aros did a love arrow shoot, Aros. I keep forgetting that their name is Aros. Did a big old fire arrow into the dead zone, made some oil in its chest, and basically there's like a giant dead zone snow globe that is on fire and sinking into the ocean perpetually. So that's what's going on.
It got like super exploded.
It got
Yep.
Yes. It got super exploded. We're in the middle of the ocean. We have no boat. This is gonna be wild. So without further ado, we should get into the session, shall we? I need to pull myself in, doing a cool zoom in. Are we ready?
Think so?
Ladies and gentle fins.
So true.
Because we're in the ocean.
Yeah.
All right.
That's the
fish.
secret. Some of the people on that boat, they were actually half
They were
mermaid,
fish.
and that's why they disappeared.
Yes.
When we came back into this world, they were like, "Yeah, you know what? We've had enough of that. Bye." And
There
they
was
just.
a Selkie on board. There was a Selkie on
Real.
board. She could have just swam away.
So she just was like, "You know what? Fuck this shit. I'm out." She gone.
Real.
So, all right. Well,
We respect it.
let me take a sip so I don't die. And let's begin the session. Session 114, which is currently titled, not Bookmark, I gotta stop saying that, Stranded at Sea. We get the ambiance rolling. Frigid waves crash in the endless turmoil that is the ocean around you. With the only thing that separates this endless stretch of ocean and icicles and just craters and glaciers around you all, the only thing that separates from the general chaos that is this turbulent sea being the distant sight of what looks like a dying star, the dead zone the false hydra was kept in, that now exists as perhaps a perpetually burning crypt of kinds. It's like a sealed coffin. And while you are safe knowing that with at least all the knowledge that you've previously given, that threat has now been taken care of, another imminent threat begins to loom its head. It's freezing. There's no boat. Not a sign of land around you. And things are a little bit desperate. I'd say, let us begin. As a number of you guys are currently holding on to what was previously the unconscious form of Ryder, but is now very much stirring awake, coughing and such with, like, the ocean. We'll get there. Right now. And a number of the civilians that you managed to save are just kind of watching wide-eyed. Not really paying attention. There's a moment of silence that comes in just the confusion of it all. Also probably in the knowledge that calling out isn't going to bring aid. It's deep into the ocean. So, you guys are all kind of in a weird little puddle raft type ordeal. I believe Lily ended the session on top of Eros's head, and the rest of you guys are kind of just weirdly hanging off of parts of Ryder. And Ryder, you wake up to just a number of hands uncomfortably everywhere on you.
Okay.
Also, it's frigid as fuck.
What are you all doing?
Floating in the ocean.
You okay?
What? Sorry, it feels like I lost my place.
Well, we're not well, good news that the thing is gone. Bad news is that the boat is also gone. So we're in the ocean now.
That doesn't explain why everyone's touching me.
They just all yelled at us to do so we kind of just did it.
I mean, you lived in the You know what a dead zone is, right? You live there.
Well, of course I do. That's like my whole business.
Yeah. That was a dead zone for some reason. I don't know why. It's kind of not how it's supposed to work.
Ryder's face kind of, like, anyone who sees it, it looks like he's just realized something, but all he gets out is just, uh-huh.
Yeah, and you were the key?
Yeah.
Man, sorry to everyone watching.
It's perfect, it fits. It's very cold out in the ocean. We need some coffee ambiance.
Okay, I've never seen that happen before.
Yeah.
And what exactly is the thing that happened that you're talking about?
The what?
Okay, what part that you've never seen before? Because I think there's a lot that happened.
Okay. Number 1. I didn't know that dead zones could exist outside of the Outlands. Number 2, I have not seen someone enter a dead zone and be the key.
Okay. Can we stop touching him now? This is Mirinae Hakiko, which is the
I'm gonna say
Eladrin
yes.
woman. Okay,
For
thank
my own
God.
sake, really.
You feel one of the hands removed from you. Actually, a number of them do. But one of them is kind of clinging to you at the moment, and it's less of a hand on you and wading through the water, more of a clinging onto you like a koala bear, as you hear a voice say, "Hey, I really hate to be the bearer of bad news considering everything right now, but can't really swim on my own. Mind if I just hang on here for a bit?"
How hard is it to keep them on me?
Roll me athletics. This won't make you sink
Okay.
automatically. But like as kind of everyone grabbing on is kind of acting as a bit of a flotation device. Like the more people together kind of helps with that sort of thing. So as it kind of like people start to remove from you and you're more so forced to tread the water on your own, we'll see how much it weighs you down.
I got a 13.
A 13. This person is surprisingly light for the voice that they give you, which is adult male, which is not exactly what I'm giving off, but we're doing our best. We're serving. It's not as heavy as you would have expected it to be. It's as if half of the normal mass that should be there is gone. So you can still tread, but also considering how cold it is and like you're not the blubberiest is what I will phrase it as. So it's not too easy to keep them up for an extended amount of time.
Ryder will still allow them. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was say, hey, Charpay, how you feel about turning into a whale again?
I can't really do it again, honestly, but maybe like in approximately 8 hours.
Gotcha. Well, if there's people who can't swim at all, or I mean, if we want to like use it as kind of a central flotation device, Arden has a what's it called?
The wind sailor?
Air sailor.
Yeah. Air sailor.
It's a wooden board attached to some copper pipes and a sail. It has a 30-foot flying speed. It holds 200 pounds and one medium creature. So as long as we aren't putting like all our weight on it.
Yeah, if you don't mind.
Yeah. I mean, I guess Arden will just kind of like make it be.
Cool. Yeah, no, you have like a tiny little like, I don't want to say it's like car keys, but it kind of is, and you press a little button on it, and it kind of unfurls with like a mechanic, kind of unfurling wires and track type noises. Comes out, and quickly, Ryder, you feel kind of like the flailed arm paddling over as the weight leaves you, and crawling up the side, you watch as this human man just hoist himself over the dock. And I guess to explain, because I haven't really gotten to explain many of these NPCs yet, this is a human man with a bisque-like creamy skin. His hair is split between ginger and blonde, with the underside kind of being an undercut, and the tips and accents kind of like in this wavy-haired ponytail. He wears like a goofy expression on his face that has been unfortunately muddled due to the current scenarios. And he's kind of wearing this like spruce blue jerkin with cropped breeches at the upper thigh with gartered socks covering up 2 amputated legs. His features are scrappy, well-chiseled, and worn, and he just pulls himself over the side and lays out over the air sailor, and just kind of like grips his hands across his body and just shivers and just goes, okay, I'm really sorry, I just, I'll try to contribute more once we get the situation figured out, I guess, and we find a boat.
Yeah, okay, so in case we don't, does anyone have, like, I don't know, if you had, like, a tent or a sleeping bag kind of deal that's, like, leathery, vaguely waterproof?
I don't know.
Because we could potentially...
Rada speaks up and then continues. And unfortunately about the boat thing, during this time of season there would only be about 4 vessels out on the water. We were one of the 4. So, it's very likely that there is no one out here for us, and those who would be out there would be thousands of miles away on other sides of the whole entire planet itself. So, we're
That lady's just gonna, like,
okay, as to your guess, how far are we from shore right now?
Well, I don't exactly know what a dead zone is or what it implies, so if someone would like to fill me in on the statistics of that, I could probably give a more proper analysis, but we were only about... Gods, we were only about 4 days out. Sorry, I just forgot how much I forgot in there. That thing. We were only about 4 days out at sea. And it was supposed to be a month-long voyage, at the very least. So even if we went back, that would be 4 days of... more than 4 days of swimming. That would be perhaps a month of swimming. With how large the ocean is.
How fast does the boat move?
The air sailor?
No, the boat.
The boat? It's like a mile... Oh gosh, I'd have to look at that.
Sorry, my internet just cut out and I didn't hear anything you said.
Oh, you didn't hear what I said.
If there's still space on the air sailor, because you said it can hold 200 pounds and a medium person.
I still don't hear anything anyone saying.
Oh, okay.
Right.
So
let me just,
Lily's just gonna
you can
hop on.
Maybe if I...
And then she'll turn back and just go...
The speed of the ship is 60 feet, 60 feet per minute. It's actually 5 miles per hour.
Stop looking at
it's
other
5
people's
miles
videos.
per hour. That's what it says on the website, thankfully. So 120 miles per day. So after 4 days, we would be numbers.
Sorry, you just were cutting out for like that entire point after you started talking,
Was that
and I did not hear you at all. I just went through and disabled everyone's videos and stopped sharing mine, so hopefully now we'll be fine. But
it would be 480 miles would have been traveled.
Okay.
Okay. While she's on,
you know what? That's too much math. I can't math out how long that would take to get back via air sailor.
It would take a lot. It would take.
It's 250.
Because the air sailor goes 30 feet.
5280.
Oh, well, I guess technically that's 30 feet a second?
Okay, but this is not taking into account the fact that we could be hundreds of miles off course right now. So,
True.
I don't know if dead zones, is that what we're calling it? Is that the name for the situation?
More just, it's really just a bubble in a specific spot.
Well, depending on how long we were in there, we could have either gotten displaced by it in some way. You can't really tell in the ocean unless you've been tracking your progress, and I've been tracking under the assumption that we were out in open water, when apparently we were not.
And no one sees anything around us at all?
Nothing but ice. Ice and water.
Well, we're probably better off on the ice, at least, so we're not in the cold water.
Unfortunately, it's the type of ice. Have you ever had like A&W root beer where there's like ice floating at the top? It's more like that. That's the best way I can describe it. It's really
like that really thin
sheets.
stuff.
It's mostly because the ocean never truly like fully freezes unless it's very close to land. It is below the freezing point. For reference, this is -2 degrees Celsius, which is about 28 Fahrenheit, this water. Yeah. So
okay, with that in
so
mind,
I'm thinking maybe our best bet is to just try and survive for 8 hours until Charpay can turn into a whale again.
Maybe.
Like, I think that might be our best bet.
You want us to tread water for 8 hours?
Oh, okay, here's the
There's
thing.
not
If we all
much
hold
else
on to each other, it's not that hard to float.
Yeah.
So the problem is more being
Listen.
cold.
Yeah.
So essentially we have to be willing to just kind of all be extremely friendly with each other.
I have a solution.
yeah.
You do?
When I was, she'll like kind of squat on the edge of the air cellar. Just go, I did log rolling, this is a known fact. With my old party, oh, we do have new members. I did log rolling before I was allergic to water. And to log roll, you have to know how to swim. And the first thing they teach you when you swim is how to float. I'm speaking from experience as a lifeguard here, actually. So she'll
You're a
like
lifeguard
kind of
now.
no, no. She'll like kind of gesture to herself and just go. So for floating, basically, it's very easy. You don't have to expend any energy, and I have
Especially because we're in
like-
salt water.
Mhm.
Yeah, so you just lay on your back, link your arms, and use your stomach muscles, basically, to keep your legs above water. And once you're flat, you will stay floating. Unless you, like, dip your feet down or you buckle yourself in.
You guys hear like waves kind of crashing, and through like a mouthful of water, you hear like a very like salt-dried voice speak up. So, that is one problem indeed. The other problem, though, as previously mentioned, being the fact that 8 hours in this weather, we're gonna be popsicles.
Oh! Hello, are you allergic to water? Do I need to get you out?
I am not allergic to water. I am a vampire, not a vampire. There's a big difference.
I still felt like I'd ask.
That's very fair, you know, but you should keep yourself out of water. You don't want my little vampiric cousin getting a little bit, crispy in the waves.
I mean, we could try magic fire.
Oh, that
Okay.
could work.
Basically, our goal is to make it through 8 hours, right? So,
Yes.
I mean, I guess I don't. What's in? I gotta figure out what's like in the what do you call it? The like explorers pack and stuff. Because technically, I think that's what I have.
Good question. I think you can look
'Cause
that
if we-
stuff up.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to do.
Charpay, I want to say, Charpay right now just has like the saddest expression. Like she doesn't regret, the wish that she made. That oh man, it would have been great.
Okay, backpack, bedroll, mess kit, tinderbox, 10 torches, 10 days of ration, and a water skin. Also 50 feet of rope. So, here's the question. There's like a number of us here. We definitely all have the 50 feet of rope.
We should do a head count as well.
Yeah. How many of us are there? I mean, there's the party. So that's 5?
I guess if you're in the ocean
Yeah.
right now and you are alive, say I.
I?
I.
Aros is asleep over
And then
there. I was just standing up.
a various number of I, I'm here. Oh, I'm here also. I. Oh, I as well. Oh God.
I think that's like 12?
Is Hugo
I was trying to
okay?
cut everyone's
Does he
eyes
need to
and I did not succeed.
He's doggy paddling.
go? Let him
You can
go
get on the boat. I can
you
just
get
walk on the
boat?
water.
I'm like 300 pounds.
Uh-oh.
I'd wait
You can
up there
hold onto
now.
the side of the boat.
Oh,
Okay.
wait! Eureka! My brain is massive. Not really. She's gonna pull off the bat cloak and, like, reach over and hook it over Hugo's shoulders and just go, now feel really hard that you want to be a bat.
Feel really hard.
No,
I
no,
haven't ever
no!
since Cornelius was around.
No! No!
Imagine that you're
I
a
mean,
bat.
like,
In your
think
mind,
it.
picture yourself as a bat.
Okay. I'm wooden. I'm hard.
That,
Wrong
no,
kind of bat.
no.
Other kind of bat. The kind of bat that Lily is right now.
Like the
I'm
animal.
not a bat anymore, but
Oh,
yeah, do you know
I
how
see.
she'll turn into a bat and just, like, do a little...
You've seen a bat before. Wasn't he there in like the fucking caves and
Yeah, he was.
Master?
Oh.
You know what a bat is. I believe in
bat.
That
Yeah, she'll
bat,
turn
okay.
back.
but like a little one.
Okay, little.
Yeah,
I've never felt little before.
that's okay.
It's okay. Just
There's a
you saw
person for
what
everything.
Lily looked like.
Okay.
Pull that image up
Just
again in your
becomes
mind.
like a foot long fruit bat. Have you ever
I
seen
mean,
one
still
of those?
probably weighs like 10, 15 pounds, so I think that's fine.
It's really hard not to think about the wooden bat.
Uh,
It's okay. It's okay.
but consider flappy, leathery friend.
Flappy leather friend.
Yes.
That
That's
also
what bats
reminds me
are.
of Cornelius.
Turn into a bat, you'll
When he was
survive
a
long
bird.
enough to see him.
if you turn into like the animal bat, I bet Cornelius would be really impressed.
Wait, will we be able to get him back into Hugo shape though?
Yeah.
I'm a bat! He says, and pulls the bat cloak over, and you guys hear a miserable little sploosh into the water in like a.
Grab him! Can I reach in and just grab him by like
Yeah.
the bat scruff?
You grab him by the little scruff and plop this like huge fucked up looking fruit bat onto the side of the boat.
Good enough.
She'll turn into a bat so he can have someone
That's great.
too.
That's wonderful.
I don't feel wooden.
Yeah,
No.
that's because we're not wooden bats. We're creatures.
Fascinating. I am a little creature.
Yes.
Correct.
Actually, no. You're pretty big for a bat, but I think there are bats that are big anyway.
I never
Fruit
will be
bat.
tiny.
That's
Okay,
fine.
can we focus on the whole survival aspect here? I'm starting to get a little fucking freezing.
Oh, right. I forgot I was gonna do that.
Okay, let me look up
wait.
what a bedroll is made out of.
Yeah. How big is the glider?
What is
again?
D&D bedroll?
The glider is pretty small. It's like a motorcycle size.
Okay.
Yeah, as I said, holds one person and 200 pounds.
Okay.
So, like, you could maybe get 3 people on there weight-wise if you really want to.
Yeah.
Listen, look, I'm fine with any plan that we have as long as
What is it
I'm
made of?
away
What
from
is it made of?
Dear guy. That is the Eladrin. King.
D&D, what are your bedrolls made out of? Oh my
Me?
god.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. You're fine.
What am
Bedding
I
and a
wrong?
blanket thin enough to be rolled up and tied. But what is it
Hang on.
made out of?
Alright, role playing. Hang
It's
on.
leather.
I think it's made out of like leather and such, basically.
Okay, okay.
Maybe
So if it's
leather
made out of
and
leather, my suggestion is we pull out all the bedrolls. Okay. Attach them to each other. Theoretically, since they're waterproof, we should be able to float on them and be like slightly less
Cover
wet than we would be
yourself in
otherwise.
oil. Fly in the rain.
Like, if we attach one end to the, flying air flyer thing, that'll hold that up out of the water. So then we only have 3 sides left to go.
You could try that. If you wanna start like rigging that up, I will absolutely allow you to. But in the meantime,
Cool, because I've got arrows to poke holes things in,
okay.
lots of rope,
Alright.
and, like, I don't know, some torches, which we can use as just sticks to keep the sides straight.
Gotta love sticks.
Yeah.
Alright, so
And we
I
all
will
have 10
let
days
you,
of rations. So,
I will let you
once
roll,
we've turned Charpay into a whale, we'll be significantly better off.
I will let you roll survival for that.
Thick.
As I was saying in character, though.
Anybody wanna help Arden with that? He's not actually proficient in survival.
Alright, you get
neither
advantage
is me,
then.
but-
You get advantage
yeah.
then, Arden. But
We're all doing our best. Let's see. An 18
Yeah, we were gonna turn
and
back and just.
an 18 and a 1. So I got 18 plus 3. Yeah, that's my wisdom. So that's 21.
Alright, with the 21, I'll say that you're beginning to fashion a makeshift. I won't call it a raft. It's more akin to like a drag-along piece that'll be attached to the bottom for people to, I suppose, just like hook themselves up to in any sort of way. The
Yeah.
vessels are floating as best as they can, however, they are still just generally soaked. And unfortunately, like kind of due to their make in nature, how they are kind of like bags themselves, it kind of gets a bit filled, which means that there is a little bit of like slack hanging off into the. But all things considered, with the amount of bedrolls, I believe, like a sleeping bag.
No, it's like a, well, I guess in
it's
the
a
description
roll?
it says it's like a mat and then there's a sheet on it, like there's blankets.
Oh, that makes more
Yeah.
sense. Okay, then never mind. Never mind. You got a nice
Yeah, it's
little
not really
kind
a
of
bag.
raft. Yeah, I keep
If it
thinking
were a
it's
bag, you could try to seal the last end and turn them into air bubbles.
That's true, actually. That wouldn't be that bad of an idea either.
No, it'd be kind of hard though.
You kind of let out kind of like a sheet against the ocean of just like canvas and leather
Yeah, basically.
for people to hold on to, kind of like the trails of a jellyfish against the side of the anchor that is acting as.
Hold on to it, potentially like kind of. You know how like if you sit on one of those floaty lounge chair thingies in a pool, like you definitely still get wet, but you're less wet than you would be other. Yeah, that's the goal.
That's about the situation then. It's
Marginally less wet.
All right. As I was saying in character, a couple of minutes back now. But yeah, no. As you're kind of like fashioning this, Mirinae, once again, Eladrin, is going to start swimming, kind of just like deliberately away from Ryder, and kind of just like mumbles, but loud enough so that you guys can hear it a bit over the crashing waves. Just as long as I'm away from your guy.
Oh, hey, hold on.
Hey, be nice to our boy.
Ryder,
Be nice to our boy.
the main man over here, got us out of the
Not
dead.
done anything.
No, not
Well,
really.
okay. I mean,
You-
I helped as much as I could. I mean, I haven't done anything wrong.
That wasn't a slight against you, buddy. You did your best.
Okay. Whatever you say, you're the expert here on whatever the fuck you do.
What happened? Did he like fit in your food or something?
Let's just say I don't really want to talk about what happened in there right now. I just don't really fancy the company at the moment.
That's fair. Well, unfortunately,
You do have it. You are going to have it. For
there's no
adversarial-
escape.
I'm
Like,
aware.
I mean, you could swim away, but that's definitely not going to end well
I'm not
for
going
you.
to.
So
I'm just saying that as long as we're with one another, I'm not putting all my faith in you all just because got us out of that dead zone.
no, that's pretty fair, honestly.
I don't trust a lot of this situation, especially the fact that, like you even said yourself, you've never seen a dead zone where a person is a key. Is that not a little bit suspicious? I'm sorry for bringing up paranoia probably this quick into probably the last days of our lives, but
Honestly, my
hang on.
guess is that like maybe it was actually his clothes or his skin. I mean, skin is technically an object, so. Or it could just be he's like escaped from enough of them that like now his self, it's just like muscle memory, you know what I mean?
I don't think that's how it normally works, but
I mean,
to you,
look, has anyone been in as many dead zones as you have?
not here, I'd assume.
Well, there you go.
I think I've been in two.
Yeah, like
But to you, suspicious one, what's your theory? Because none of us really know anything here.
Honestly, yeah, it would be always useful to have theories.
open conversation rather than passive aggression would be wonderful.
I mean, the only dead zone I've ever been in, we all got into a fight over the key, and
okay. Well, you want my theory? You first appeared in Wolvenshire, right? The report said that there was a satyr who joined the Cursed Ones, right around the time of the Wolvenshire liberation. Is that right?
Yeah, I took up a job.
Okay, good and all. And then I'm hearing reports, us people not from the material planes, we tend to talk to one another because of the solidarity of getting used to this new planes that we have access to. Dead zones have been gone in the Outlands for a number of weeks, approximately since you suddenly appeared in Wolvenshire for the Liberation Day. And then suddenly, this creature appears, and probably others, and what you've described as a dead zone, something that from my knowledge, has only been in the Outlands before now. Am I not wrong?
As far as I know.
Okay. And finally, the fact that it knew you. That thing. I heard it when I was in there with you before you did whatever the fuck you did. You have to remember.
I
called you its father.
What?
a lot of
Ryder,
that
you had a
is-
baby?
What?
Ryder, you had a
No.
kid and you didn't tell us?
I think that's
that-
not...
Also, like, seriously, that thing needed more discipline as a child. Where were you?
I'm connecting
Okay,
the
look.
dots there.
a lot of that is blurry. I don't fully
You conveniently
recall.
don't recall it.
Look, I am not going to lie that there's some odd connections between me and Deadzones, but none of this is intentional. I don't know what is going on. I really don't.
But you're not denying the fact that you could have had a major play in this situation.
I'm not denying the theory, no. I'm not saying there's no chance.
Alright. All I want to say here is that I understand that how I'm gonna come off here is going to be as the paranoid one, the lunatic who wants to cause trouble all of a sudden when we're already in enough deep shit as it is, but I don't trust you at all. If you were the thing that caused that, then, well, you're the reason my husband and my son died. That's the case. And all the others who died in there. So I hope you do remember whatever the fuck you've forgotten there. Because I hope you take some fucking responsibility if that's true.
Do you think he did it on purpose?
I don't know what his intentions are, nor can I get into his head. I'm just upset.
If you want my honest opinion, I can't make you not feel grief, but I can say that I've been traveling. How long has it been since Wolvenshire? Like 2 months?
Like, yeah, a couple months, right?
Like 4 weeks.
Oh, a month. Okay.
That's 1 month.
1 to 2
approximately.
months-ish. And I've seen a lot of stuff. But what I have seen is that Ryder's a very dependable person. And even if he didn't do it on purpose, you'll bet your bottom dollar, I'm not saying that other word, that if it does come out that it was his fault, he'll take responsibility. Though, I am on his side of this whole thing of the, bad things happen bingo, and I can't exactly
Besides-
explain what went on.
Side should not even be a problem right now. I understand your concern. We all lost people on that ship due to that creature, but right now it is dealt with, my friend, and the real problem at hand is the cold and the ocean. It's very likely that we all die out here if we aren't work together, okay? I'm not dying out here. That was my last voyage. I have to see my grandson's first day of school. So we're getting the fuck out of here. And we're not going to raise these concerns until we're at least a little bit safe. Contraption is good, but who knows if it'll hold if some sort of wave hits. We need a longer-term solution, or something at least to help us beat the chill.
Yeah, I don't think that waiting here for 8 hours is going to do us that much good.
Yeah.
Does anyone have, like, freeze water? Something of the... I've got control water, but I've only got one use out of it. And
I have nothing
it's
of the
only...
sort.
Yeah.
Okay, does anyone have any way they could tell where the nearest land is?
I can
Oh.
fly with Hugo, but I can't promise that... Well, I can fly on my own. I don't know how much I trust Hugo flying. No offense, buddy.
Yeah,
But
but
I
if the
only
nearest
get-
land's really far away, it won't
Can't
really
walk on water.
matter.
The problem is that we don't know what direction we are currently facing.
Is there no
Where's
sun?
this-
Can we not see the sun?
It's it's obscured right now by like that kind of wintry fog.
Okay,
over
good. I was about to ask if I need to take damage.
By the way,
Uh.
this whole time, the human who is currently on the raft right now is like at the far side of it, holding onto a pole, kind of shivering and looking at Hugo, very concerned. But continue.
Lily is going to take her gauntlets out and. Yes, Ryder?
Oh no, sorry. I'm coming up with.
A plan.
I'm trying to come up with a plan.
I believe in
that's
you.
fair.
Get the thinking.
I think we're all trying to come up with a plan.
Lily will take her gauntlet and use control flames because it's a cantrip and I can use it again. And she's going to pull some little fires out and kind of hold it up to the guy who's shivering on a pole. And also, she'll use one hand to do that and then one hand to put it out in the middle of the piece.
It does good as like a blanket. It is currently fighting against the wind. And
Yeah.
not to mention the waves in the water. How long does that spell last for reference? Control flame?
Let me check.
That's a cantrip, right?
It's a
Yeah, it's a
cantrip.
cantrip. I don't know.
Does it say
Oh,
duration?
yeah. An hour.
An hour? Okay, so you're gonna try to keep concentration on that as you're kind of... It's almost pulled out like a blanket. Though it's kind of as if you were sitting in a hot tub in the middle of a blizzard. So it's the thing where, like, your guys' lower body is submerged in this, like, frigid water at the moment. Kind of holding on to things, slowly losing senses of your extremities. And furthermore from there... the
It's
problem-
basically to prevent frostbite on the hand and on the face because you need those. You need legs too, but not as like direly as hands are useful because opposable thumbs.
Yeah, then I'll say for now it does its best.
Last for like we can do 30 minutes if it's that.
Hour is fine.
Oh, okay.
Especially fine. But I will allow
Especially
you
because
guys
it's a cantrip.
to continue making some plans here, if you have any.
Hmm.
Any come to
I do
mind?
have.
Also, feel free to play out your thought processes as much as you wish.
I have a question.
Yes. Loops is in
So if when I shoot my gun, how long does it take for my bullet to hit its target? How long does it take to go its full distance? Is that per second?
We're doing
This is
math.
a very
this
specific
session.
question, I know.
Yeah, we really are because you know
would be
being able to
like-
travel like 65 feet per second is very
would-
different from
Yeah, it
sec-
would
or,
be. It
like,
would be
seconds.
like.
It's very different from.
See, it depends on the thing. Because like black powder muskets and such could be like 3,900 feet per second. Rifles with like high velocity and such. It depends on the gun. I
Okay,
would
so
say
let's say I use my rifle, my air rifle,
Your
that
air
has
rifle?
a max distance of 600 feet.
Ooh. Well, I think that would be about like. I think it's literally 600 feet per second. I think that's just how it works.
Per second?
Yeah.
Okay. So, theoretically, I used a trajectory calculator.
Oh my god! Wait.
And
Math.
so, if I have a teleporting bullet, let me
lands
take
on
a
the bottom
picture
of
of
the
this
ocean, it's
diagram
true.
right here.
What
So,
diagram?
say
Diagram.
I went 600 feet per second at that angle, and I shot like
What in
that.
the Desnos?
What the
Then,
fuck?
according to this formula, it says I could travel that long.
What the fuck? What the
Oh
fuck?
my god. No, that's
Originally-
right. I mean, from my physics knowledge, that is correct.
Hang on a fucking sec. I'm gonna pull this up on stream right now just to show people the madness I'm currently viewing with my own two eyes. You know, people say
if I'm being honest, the thing is about Arden's movement speed is that it's 65, right? And technically, if she dashes, then she's going like 130 feet in 6 seconds.
Yeah.
What math is that? Hold on.
If you multiply that by 10, and then that's per minute, and then you multiply that by the number of minutes an hour, which is 60, you go 78,000 feet in an hour. Which is... actually, let me do the math to figure out how many miles that is, because I'm genuinely not sure.
The problem is that you start you'll start reaching exhaustion levels if you go that fast.
That's true, but it's funny.
5280. I keep mixing it up. 5,280 feet in a mile. I put it in.
All right. So cool.
Yes.
Can you demystify this graph for us? What is basically in D&D terms?
I mean, that's only like 14 miles an hour, which is actually way more realistic than I expected.
Basically, I think what this is saying right here is that I know Ryder's not going to be able to get a very specific angle, but if theoretically he shot at a 55-degree angle upwards, that the bullet would fly that high up, start going down, and travel
hold on.
10,510 feet.
Fire alarm went off.
Theoretically.
Yeah.
Well,
fire alarm.
She can still listen.
Sound the alarm.
I don't know if that would take me anywhere useful.
Yeah, see, the problem is that if you miss the land, Ryder will appear so far under the water that he would probably immediately die from
maybe coming back.
What's the point of impact? Is the point of impact when it hits the water or when it hits the seafloor?
So the fire alarm went off.
Because if you're up in the air, hitting the water is the same as hitting the ground.
So I missed all of that over the loud beeping because my mom used our new toaster and everything exploded.
Oh no! You want me to repeat it?
Can you just give me the Cliff's notes of how much you think Ryder can travel?
Theoretically, if it would probably be down to a good roll to get like a 55-degree angle or whatever.
Most certainly would be.
Theoretically, with one bullet shot, using his teleporting bullets, Ryder could travel like 10,510 feet.
Bro. You know,
the issue is that we have no idea where we are.
Also, that's only like 2 miles.
Yeah.
I don't know how many you have, but even if we count it as, and I feel like when it hits the water would count as it hitting something because again, if you hit the water at a high velocity or from a it's the same as hitting the ground.
I will count it as hitting the surface of the water.
If you only have like 10 bullets, that's only going to take you 20 miles, which probably isn't going to get you to shore.
He has
I just need to know where to go.
Yeah, but
that would be the thing.
You could. I would make you roll for it, for the angle.
Yeah.
Using that graph, I guess. No, absolutely. It'd be funny if I made you roll a D100 for the angle that you got.
I think you'd be a little more accurate than that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. So
compass of tracking. When did I get the average?
Tracking.
Wait a minute.
The average.
I'm very curious how far.
You guys, by the way, can just roleplay amongst yourselves to your heart's content and like talk about this in character if you want as well.
Okay, I have 3 like kind of plans. They're not even really plans. They're just things that could be related to a plan that we might want to have. Okay, one, my fucking dog Calypso. She can cast produce flame. So that's something if we have things that we want to light on fire, but also we need to be careful about that. And I also don't want to subject her to this. So, B, I have a flute that can summon birds. I can hope for a phoenix, or I could just hope for a big bird that could maybe like pull us.
If we get enough birds, we could just get each of them to lift up a corner of the bedrolls.
True.
And then
That's true. Option
off into the
C.
sky.
What Scooby-Doo ass shit is going on in this campaign right now?
Option C, there's not much I can do with this. I can cast Fabricate with the sword that I have. Can I use the fucking ice as a material? Because I don't know if that would be allowed. But I
could use the leather to make, like, canoes or something.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, you could probably use the water as a material and, like, freeze it.
Let's go. Yeah, I can only... I can only fabricate a larger, smaller object with the... Wait, actually, how many charges is it to cast Fabricate? Because I think I only get to do it once.
Like with the leather and the radiant torches
twice.
and sticks
Okay.
and things. Could you create canoes? Like you know,
This
like
is gonna be
leather
the scene
canoes.
from Kubo and the Two Strings where they make the ship out of leaves.
Yeah, I can make 2 large objects of canoes with, like, ice and wood, I guess. But that's, like, I don't know how many people that can really hold.
Oh, let me look up leather canoes.
Let's go.
It's like a thing in I don't remember which group of people that make them, but they made, like, canoes that were waterproof with leather.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they had, like, they had what's the word?
Sleep. But maybe that's for the best.
Well, you would technically be able to sleep in a leather canoe, you just have to be careful about it, because there wasn't, like, you couldn't, like, put weight
Yeah, I maybe
on the
don't get
leather,
that
but you could
before.
sit.
We get canoes.
Yeah, but I mean, you could, like, sit on the crossboards in there, kind of,
That's true.
so...
The
That's
gunwale? Or, yeah, I know
Yeah,
what you mean.
basically, like, the leather canoes have, like, 2, from what I recall, they have, like, 2, like, boards in them that people would,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
sit on.
No, I
So,
know canoes very well.
if you're willing to be kind of friendly, you can get a couple of people in there.
Canoes
I have
can
an
fit about,
idea.
like, 4 people. I used to do 4-man canoe groups, and that's, like, about the
So if we have
extent.
4 people in each canoe, and then we have 2 people who are bats, and then a few people can be on the air sailor, that should be just about everyone out of the water.
Lily?
I have a question.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Does stone? Well, no, stone doesn't float. But if I cast melts minute meteors and I get the 6 little tiny meteors, it's not said that they have to be rock necessarily.
We just hit us with meteors and then we turn it into a boat.
They're rock.
Okay, let me see. No, because I know that, like, if you form it correctly,
we are
stone can
going-
float.
Stone
are hollow.
We're going
It
into some
can.
fucking God. The physics of this session are
Well,
so
I think
off the
leather
shit.
canoes are probably the best bet, because we do have wood and leather and rope.
I also have a plan that can go alongside that.
Let me see if I can
Okay.
figure out how leather canoes are made. Why is there no Wikipedia page?
Okay,
Ryder
so
is going
Wikipedia.
to speak up and
Give-
just kind of point around and be like, which
No,
one of you
leather
knows the most
canoe.
about ships that might be around?
Well,
It's a kayak?
Benny's asleep.
considering the fact that I am a captain of a ship, I would sure hope that I do know a thing or two about them.
Alright, is there any chance that any of them could be anywhere near us?
Well, like I was saying, at this time of year, the only ships that are going across the ocean besides, pirates, which, not sure how active they would be unless you knew any that could possibly be on the ocean at the moment. But, well, the only ones that would be around would be some... If I'm not mistaken, there was a ship that was going from Azimir. That was doing a shipment to Sunder. And there was also... There was a Sundarian ship heading to Wolvenshire.
Is this even leather? Or is this wood?
Where are we right now? I
I
forgot.
think this is...
Okay.
I don't
We-
know.
Well, so,
From what we last
does that
knew-
mean...
We were en route
Whatever.
from Yashendale all the way to Aros. So, there is a possibility that the ships could intersect in some part of our path, but I also still don't know what direction we're going in.
How can
That's
you
not
tell
what I'm
that?
worried
Is it,
about.
like,
Direction.
magnet?
I'm just wondering if we can makeshift a flare. would there be a chance that it could be seen?
There would be a chance.
We don't
but
necessarily
you
need
would
a
have-
makeshift. I have explosive arrows.
You would need
I
to
mean,
shoot
that's
just
it.
makeshift
explode.
enough.
You would need to shoot it really far, because at this point, who knows how many miles away one of those ships could be. And through the fog, it might be a bit hard to see, but it could be worth something if we put a number of them out in different locations, but it's just the question of how we get them so far.
I'm maddened. I know leather canoes exist. Why can't I find any pictures of them?
Birch bark canoes
I
is
can-
probably what you're thinking of.
Yeah, I mean,
can
I looked up bark and leather canoe, and it's just not helpful. I guess there's kind of this. I think this is technically like a scale model, but
Look up birch bark canoes, that's probably what you're thinking of. We learn about those in Canadian history. What were you saying, Cole?
Ryder's asking, or he's just saying, I
Is this
can
leather?
shoot far,
Oh, maybe
but
it is
there's...
leather.
I can shoot far, but there's... How would they know which direction to go?
Well, that's a good point. I mean, I guess with the flare in the area, you would want... Yeah, no, typical procedure is to have it at least close to you. That they would be searching a number of, probably about 100-foot radius around the area for the location of the flare. So unless there was some way for it to perhaps point to our location in some way, or if anyone had access to the spell Skywrite, that is typically used by sailors, but that was a spell that my third mate knew, and he is not with us.
Does anyone have anything that could create light?
I mean, I can cast dancing lights, but that doesn't go very far.
She kind of gestures with the fires that she's holding up, makes a shrugging motion.
Dancing lights can't be casted on objects, right?
No.
Okay.
damn, did I just imagine it? For some reason, I thought they were like foldable, mostly leather canoes,
I think
or
that is
like
a
maybe
thing,
not really.
but I once
Yeah,
feel like
but-
it's
For some reason, I guess I don't know what they're
Inflatable
called.
paddleboards exist, so you might be thinking of inflatable paddleboard.
Yeah, but I just remember we went to
If
like a
I'm not
museum once
mistaken,
when they had
was-
these like foldable leather. It was just, I don't know, it was a thing,
Crime would know.
but clearly I don't remember well enough to know what it's called and find it, so.
The only spell I know of that could cause something to be bit, the spell light, just the spell light. That does it to my knowledge. But the question
I mean,
is,
I have the cantrip light, so.
that is the one I am talking of.
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, I could just like shoot an arrow with light cast on it up into the air, but again, you said there's like nobody on the waters, so.
That we know
I mean, I
of,
could.
besides perhaps pirates.
That's true. I mean, honestly, pirates. If we just get a boat close enough, we can take them. Like,
No,
It's
we
not
did just.
so bad, honestly.
Depends on the
I
pirates
mean,
we're
look,
talking
compared to what we just fought, I feel like pirates are definitely a better option.
yeah, but we're all waterlogged. I feel like crap. And also, I hate pirates. I don't like them after my personal experience.
Well, then, I mean, how would you feel about stealing their boat from them? Wouldn't that make you feel good?
We are
If you don't like
waterlogged. And like,
I don't know. I think we could do it.
That would be
I
under
think we
the
can make it
assumption
happen.
that we could at least find a pirate ship to begin with. If we don't find anyone, then we're fucked.
I mean, you know, I feel like shooting a really bright arrow up into the air is probably at least worth the effort.
I was
Yeah,
thinking,
why?
if I shot a bullet, maybe it could go above the fog, and, well, surely, if anyone's remotely close by, they might be able to see
Sure,
that.
I can cast light on one of your bullets. I mean, that works.
If I
It's a
can shoot
cantrip. I can cast it as
600,
many times as we damn well please.
yeah, if I can shoot 600 feet up into the air, that'd be a
Yeah.
pretty good. That'd be a pretty
Definitely
good
shoot at a
signal,
bit of
I'd
an
say.
angle so it doesn't fall on us, though.
Yeah,
giant bat has
I
60
count for the
foot flying
wind,
speed.
but
What were you saying, Cece?
Well,
What did you say? I didn't catch that from you.
oh me? Oh, I just said I count for the wind, Ryder.
as long as it's close enough, I'm sure we'll be fine.
Yeah, probably true. I guess
It's
Arden will
worth a
just
shot.
cast light on one of his bullets then.
Yeah, he'll take one. He'll
I'm ready for a light show.
yeah, he'll
won't
put
do
it
that
into his air
interesting.
rifle, and he's gonna just shoot directly up. Or I guess
Oh,
a slight angle, whatever.
Someone give
Same
me a
difference.
Yeah.
number between
Safe
1
enough.
and 100.
56. Oh, do you want me to roll a
30.
dice?
No, just tell me a number between 1 and 100.
56.
Kiki. 56? Be 100.
Also, if this doesn't work, Giant Bat has a flying speed of 60. Get on the bat.
I rolled a 44.
Wait, I could just fly people on the bat. Why am I?
You say this,
Why did
but
I
it's
forget?
very cold. We'll get to that. Anyways.
It is, you're right.
Mm-hmm.
So, Ryder, your hands are very much numb at this point, and we will be getting to the effects of the cold momentarily as they do start to overtake your fingers. It's a little bit of a struggle to get your hand around the trigger, but you know that sensation so well that you don't really need sensation. You just need the muscle memory to twitch the trigger down, and around you all, into it, it goes right through, piercing through the fog. There's like a stream in it that kind of clips through it for a moment and flies up into the sky. It's almost like a little, like, it's as if there was like sunlight in a tiny little compressed form, like a very tiny star being shot up into the sky. It shines a little bit extra, and have you ever seen like how lightning rumbles and lights up the clouds that it's forming within? It has that sensation where the light kind of ripples out through the fog and outcasts a bit further than, you know, it typically would, just due to the way that fog is in nature and how light works with it. So it causes a relatively sized beacon to appear. And then in the distance, you guys just hear a splash. There's a moment of waiting. See, the thing with ships is that they take a while to get here. You get the sense that that beacon could have been seen for at least about 5 miles, but ships take about an hour to get there. So
Yeah, I mean, hey, worth a shot though.
it's worth a shot.
Worth a
That was more that's more a step one sort of
But for
plan.
now,
Yeah.
the signal is out there.
All right. Well, I gotta go to the bathroom, so I'll be right back. Good luck, everyone.
And then Ryder, and then a
Okay.
small puddle around Ryder gets very warm.
Okay. Now that it has been shot in a direction, can Lily turn into a bat and go to see if something is, like, if you know? As far as she can go without taking a point of exhaustion. Well, I could take a point of exhaustion, actually. I'm fine with that. But
Yeah, sure.
It's up to you.
I will allow you to, but
Mhm.
first,
Mm-hmm.
the cold, it's been about an hour at sea, from what you can
Okay.
tell. Being in -2 degrees Celsius, under the water, it's freezing, it's frigid. And even for those on top of the air glider, or otherwise stationed in ways that wouldn't put them in direct contact, being wet in this type of weather isn't exactly
Wait,
a good mix.
Wait, real quick question. Does
Yeah.
Aros have, like, the prestidigitation where you can make somebody dry?
Yeah,
yes.
but Eros is conked out.
Eros is conked out, unfortunately.
Eros is
Fair
like-
enough.
Yeah, that's kind of how
He's
we
getting
rule
his
it.
8 hours in.
Yeah, Eros is having
Gotcha.
a nap on the water. So, I would like everyone to roll me a Constitution saving throw. Poster 4 Slice has arrived. Thank you.
Toaster 4 slice?
Poster 4 Slice.
I'm gonna
Poster
use
4
Indomitable.
Slice arrived. Can't see it.
Oh. My constitution is +7 now for
God.
saving throws. This is great. This is
Please
amazing.
roll me a Constitution saving throw.
I had
19 plus
Indomitable for
8
that one.
is 27.
I will be doing the same for the survivors.
I got a 10. And then I got a 17. Because, you know, math.
Okay. So that's first roll of the session. Let's hope you guys do good. Put them in rolls for me, please. And thank you. I'm just going to make sure. I can also roll for you, Cole, if you are having a big ol' poopy. Wait, can someone tell me what proficiency is? Proficiency for this level is +4? Question mark?
Oh, is he fighter? Hold on.
He's fighter. 17? Cool.
It's +5, I think.
Oh, it's +5 now. Right, it's +5,
Yeah.
so
I
18.
believe so. I'm
Okay.
checking.
Okay, so we're gonna do this.
Yeah, it's +5.
Oh, yikes. Okay. Bonk. I'm quickly...
Okay, I also have to pee. I'm so sorry.
All right, do we all need a designated pee break?
I'll be
I
right
mean, no.
as I close
but-
my solitaire deck.
All right, I'm just gonna quickly... This... Straps are going down. I'm losing everything today, guys.
No.
Oof.
Me.
No. All right.
Mostly the only thing I've lost is my health, but
No.
I'm getting that back, so
You're,
it's all
you're
good.
literally doing the best out of us in 27 con save. Get the fuck out of here.
I mean, to be fair, Arden has like a +8, so
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. So, yeah, okay, I'm looking at all of it. All of you guys succeeded. So the people that failed are Rada, Hileo, and Alistair. Who I don't even know if you guys have even talked to Alistair yet, but he is the Irish
I don't
one.
know. I don't know. Oh, okay. I was like, I don't know.
He's
who that is.
here.
He's here.
I mean, he's here.
So, Rada, who is one of the ones kind of in the water, is starting to shake, and her grip is starting to loosen a little bit on one of like the flaps on the side that is keeping her anchored to the side of it. So basically, on the bedroll, she's holding on to it, gripping, but her knuckles are like very visibly shaking underwater. Alongside this, there's like this kind of gruffer man who is on here who hasn't spoken much and has looked uncomfortable this entire time. He's a tiefling man with like a very weird kind of look about him. Also, we're saying goodbye to the earrings. My ears hurt. Everyone say goodbye.
Oh,
I
bye.
He has a strange look about him. Gray skin, like mutton chops down the side that are a teal, in a sense. Long, spiraling horns that kind of go like out and up. Just like that, and kind of wearing like ripped clothing that I can only describe as blood hunter garb. And alongside this, he has like a bit of scruff down his chin, very tired eyes, and has been making himself unnoticed for the better half of this hour that you've been at sea. But now he is shaking, and there's this kind of like low rumbling noise coming from him that seems almost like a growl. But those are the guys that are shaking. Hileo, who is swimming in the water as well, he still has that cheerful grin on his face, but is visibly shaking, and those three are the ones obviously most affected by the cold right now, as they are struggling to keep themselves afloat at the moment, but are still managing to tread water, at least enough to continue going for the next hour or so. But, once again, that brings you out into the open ocean. And
Okay.
as this hour passes after this bullet being shot into the air, you see no shadow of a ship in the distance. Unfortunately, no
Right,
one's
okay.
first cry.
So Arden just kind of like. So, if we
really
stay
gonna
out
fucking die
here,
out here.
even if she doesn't die, probably everyone else is going to. So I feel like she's like, darn it, guess I should probably call my mom. Like, I never really clarified how exactly she can call her mom, but I feel like she definitely would have a way to.
Yeah.
I guess
feel like,
it's up to you whether it would work or not, but.
I feel like you have a Rocky Talkie. The classic of all items. It's probably like a little jade gemstone that you can cast sending through. So sending 25-word message. We do it the funny critical role way where you just like say when your message starts and say it for 25 words and then stop because I think that's funny. But yeah, so that's how you can contact your mom. So you have a little like jade that you can just like do a little phone call in. Mama, they're drinking beer. Can you come pick me up?
Arden just like kind of looks at the rest of the group. She's like, I really didn't want to do this because I think I'm going to be super in trouble for, being SOL in the middle of the ocean. But I'm going to call my mom. And
You say this, and immediately Praveen says, "Don't you fucking dare.
I'm just like, we are stuck out in the middle of the ocean.
Don't you fucking dare."
You don't even know who my mom is. Have you met her?
Maybe. Been
Why
running
don't you
over
want
that
her to call her
recently.
mom?
I don't trust her mom. Listen, I don't trust
I mean-
anyone out here besides us right now, because we're the real ones who are outside the dead zone. Don't know happen if you bring someone outside in here.
I'm just kind of looks at her. She's like, okay, one, we're not in the dead zone anymore. Two, it's my mom. Like, I understand why you don't trust her, but if nothing else, she will come get me, and I will make her drag all of you along with me. So, I mean, I really think this is our best option here. Otherwise, we're all just gonna freeze to death in, like, the next 7 hours? I mean, I might not freeze to death, because, I don't know, adventuring levels or whatever, but I feel like...
Go ahead, you.
Look, unless you know my mom on some personal level and have, like, beef with her, which to me seems honestly pretty unlikely. I'm not gonna claim she's the most trustworthy person, but she is also my mom, so
Okay.
I'm calling her and you can't stop me! And Arden pulls out
That's my question.
We're doomed.
Lily
You
is going to, does she notice that, not notice, but like, can she tell that some people are not doing the best?
Yeah, you can.
With like the chattering of teeth. Okay, she's going to use the, I forget what it's called, hold on. Where is it?
Face.
Yeah, water walk. You know the
Okay.
thing.
I
And she's
do.
just gonna walk alongside the group and let somebody get onto the boat.
I'd say that Hileo would take you up on that after, and we'll just go. Yes, why, thank you. I will absolutely get on here. I'm freezing my fucking bipper off over here. My bippity
No idea what a bipper is, but
It's not good to lose the bipper, I know that much.
The bipper
Cute- I
is
really
the
think
most
cute-
important part of the body.
Hugo's
Gotcha.
just going into hibernation.
He's a bad.
Arden's just
Oh,
like,
yeah,
look, don't worry, Praveen, my mom and I, we have a secret word, so, like, it'll be fine.
Gonna die.
It's like the secret word you have with your parents for if you need to call them and let them know that you're in some trouble without
Never had
letting
that.
everyone around you know, except it's like
She was
the
gonna
reverse.
help us. She
It's-
would have already done that because she's been watching us this whole fucking time.
Okay, so,
Either
okay, can we go back to my previous question? Do you know my mom? Do you have beef with her? Like, is this a thing?
I do. I have beef with anyone related to that fucking eye.
I mean, fair, but like, do you have beef with my mom specifically?
Probably at this point, I think so.
Well,
Okay,
she
does
gotta do
anyone
with the
else
eye.
here have beef with my mom? Like,
I don't know
on a
your
personal
mom.
level?
I don't know who your mom is.
I have never met your mom. What does she have to do with the eye, Praveen?
Honestly, okay, I won't lie, my mom maybe into some shady business here and there, but like, she loves me. She promised she wouldn't interfere unless I asked her, so if she is watching her,
concerning.
She was there. She was there during all this shit.
This is concerning.
Can I,
I mean,
ask?
specifically, Arden, you're concerning me?
Can I ask a question?
with what? What's concerning about this?
Just go ahead, Shay.
When I was a whale under the boat, I saw someone get ripped out of the boat by the precipice, and she like nodded at me. Is that related?
You saw the woman too. You did?
Yes. Yeah.
You did? I'm right. I'm fucking right.
Hey, but how do you even know that's my mom? I mean, other than the fact that you apparently have personal beef with her.
It has to be because you guys have the same eyes. I saw them.
What does she
They have
look
the
like?
same eyes, and that's
yeah.
that's
What
okay.
does she
So
look
beyond
like?
that,
Yes. You were there too, Ryder.
I mean, to be fair, I don't think you'd be able to compare our eyes.
Do you not remember this?
Once again, that whole experience is kind of blurry for me right now.
But can you tell me she was there? Yes?
Who specifically?
The woman.
My
The
mom.
woman. You remember the woman?
Okay, question. I know we're doing the bookmark and all of that, but does
You don't remember.
canon right now, Ryder doesn't
Bookmark.
remember. Okay.
Bookmark canon. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, what did
I
Charpay?
can't say I do.
Yeah. I couldn't see her well because it was dark and I was a whale, but dark skinned, I think. I don't remember much else.
Slightly tealish
I mean-
hair, from what you could see, but it was underwater.
Tealish hair? I mean, it was water, but
Teal? Like,
Yeah.
teal with a T? Okay, then that's definitely not my mom. She does not have teal hair.
okay.
I mean, unless some
Like
things
your
have
mom
seriously
now.
changed in, like, what has it been, like a week?
Yeah, can you describe your mom?
She's got, like, she's got dark brown hair, and dark skin, and green eyes, kind of like mine. And usually she wears green. Actually, I think my whole family kind of wears a lot of green, but we're color-coded. It's fun.
Oh, that's delightful.
Yeah, but usually she wears dark green and pink, usually, are the colors.
That's not what I saw, right?
Roll history.
History!
Oh, I'm good at history. That's a
Oh.
19.
That is what you saw. Perfect description.
She just kind of like side eyes Praveen, just like,
Stop looking.
I meant that as like acknowledgement, not okay.
I mean, if it was my mom, that's cool. That means she, like, came in clutch. Although I kind of wish she'd
No.
tell me about it.
That means that she was with the press. Personally, I don't want to contact anybody in League with that stupid thing, even though
Can
it
we
did
not bring it up in
help us.
general? We're in the middle of the fucking ocean right now. We could be being
Oh.
watched anywhere right now, under the water especially. But fuck.
Okay, geez, I won't call my mom. But if people start, like, dying, then I'm definitely calling her.
Can if you need to. I'm just. Trust
You're
this right
really
now.
against
don't
it.
trust
I get
this.
that, and because we're all kind of in this together, I'm willing to give you that. But, like, if it gets a lot worse before we're able to, I don't know, get Charpay to turn into a whale and maybe warm up some,
Oh,
then
sorry,
Yeah.
sorry. I don't mean
We're
to
just gonna
get
have to count
ignorant,
it as an
but
L.
we're counting out the free talk to the outside world. We're counting that out because you don't trust the woman.
I mean, okay, to be
not the
fair, the
outside
precipice
world.
is the precipice has caused some, shall we say, problems. Also, it murdered a number of people. Like, I don't know if you remember that, but it did, like, murder a whole bunch of people. I mean, I know they were mind control and, like, biting Charpay, but, like, they were also just biting her. I mean, I don't feel like it was doing that much damage. And it killed, like,
You're
ten of
saying-
them.
So your mom is in league with that.
I mean, to be fair, I
underwater-
think she was gone by then, but, I mean, I don't know, it
She's in
checks
league
out, I
with that
guess.
Underwater tentacle thing.
I mean, if, apparently so.
Are you in league with it? Are
No.
all of you in league with it?
No,
No,
my mom
oh my god. You
this
ever
way.
imply
My
I'm
mom
in league with
has some
anyone from the
extremely
Philippines?
different views on the world. I mean, she loves me, but let me tell you, she does not get me.
Okay,
Like,
okay. We're going to need everyone to calm the hell down here. Obviously, things are getting a little bit volatile. I don't know the whole conversation, but as a captain in this situation, we should not be having these squabbles like I said before. It is up to you if you want to call your mother. I personally think it could be good to at least have our foot in the door. If there is anyone else we can contact of any other way, that would also be very useful in this situation. Could be something.
yeah, I guess
that
if
we should
anyone
look
else has,
into.
like, a phone.
Praveen,
Or, I mean, Sending Rock.
That's your name, right, Praveen? Yes.
I don't.
I don't know what your problem is right now, but you need to pull yourself together. We all need to pull ourselves together right now. Just take a breather, take 10, then join us in discussion. Understood? You're not my fucking general. Well, I'm trying to get us out of here alive. So for now, I am your general. And General's orders is calm the fuck down. Understood? Understood. Excellent. So, the problem right now is we are trying to get out of the ocean. Any ideas?
I
can
can
call
I
your
can
mom.
try the fabricate thing. I can make some boats. Maybe that's a generous word. I can try to get something to get some people out of the water.
Like awkward canoes.
Yeah. It'll take a while because I mean, I'm not very good at it. I think I cast fabricate like once. Then it takes 10 minutes, so I'd have to do 20 minutes to make 2. But that's something I can do at least like while we're talking.
Arden,
Plus, even if I call my mom, it's not like I don't know how fast she'll get here.
it's up to your
And,
discretion if you wish to call for her. I feel like right now the priority should be getting us in some sort of habitable environment for now.
Yeah.
That's probably sensible.
Are we on the same page
I'm-
here about this?
Yes.
We're better than the ocean. Freezing,
Yeah.
freezing cold ocean.
Yep.
Yes, amen to that. My gods.
Lily is going to turn back into a bat because I need to talk to Hugo, and currently he is, yeah. Okay. She'll stand next to him and just go, so like, you got any ice spells
Well,
on you?
that's more of an Ellion thing. I am the
I
rock
figured-
man.
I figured I would ask.
I do the rocks, I do the stones, I do the minerals, I do the rocks, the ground, the dirt,
The ground.
worms.
Do you
I
have
guess.
any ideas, buddy?
You know how oil is hydrophobic?
Yes.
What if we coated ourselves in oil? We float?
I don't think so. I think we would just be dry as we drowned.
That's not even
I think
true.
we just be covered in oil and wet and drowning.
I don't think the oil sticks like that. I can't hear them right now, but Charpay is like just
I don't
like
think that's how oils work.
These bats are
I
just
can
talking to
sense
each
it.
other like,
I can sense that Lily is wrong.
You guys literally just hear like right now on the ship.
Charpay has her Lelia's doing something stupid censor.
And I don't really know. I don't know why you would ask me, because I'm not really that smart.
Well, neither am I, and we not very smart people have to stick together. Also, I did trigonometry earlier.
What the heck is that?
It's triangle stuff. What were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say that I just want to find Cornelius, really. And I know that I'm not really much help, so, I'm just gonna keep looking and trying to see if there will be anything other than, gray in my already very gray world. Get it, 'cause
I mean-
my curse.
I wouldn't have given you the bat cloak to keep swimming if I didn't think you were, a good friend. You don't have to be useful to stick with us, you know that, right?
I know. I just really want to find him. And
Yeah, do you want to just keep an eye out for any ships? Give me a squeak if you see one? Okay. She'll use her little bat hand to, pat him on the head.
It's like a weird smack because of the bat. Whoop-ah, whoop-ah. Exactly. And you're gonna
You
poof
will.
back?
Yeah, she'll continue walking alongside the group
Walking.
underwater.
Oh,
Like
oh
Jesus.
yeah, Lily can just walk.
Jesus.
Yeah, I feel like probably that's what Arden's been doing, honestly, since we can both do it. We're just, chilling.
Yeah. Give me just a head count of how everyone's feeling. Once again, bearing in mind that this is cold, dire. Let's start with Kiki. How's Lily
okay.
feeling? We'll go down the list. Sorry, Cole.
She's absolutely not dressed for the weather. She's freezing, and the lack of heartbeat and blood moving around her body means that she's just even more cold. It's like, have you ever gone to a water park, and it's a relatively warm day, but for some reason you just can't feel warm?
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
I feel like at some point while you're walking next to her, Arden offers for you to hide under her little cloak with her.
Aww.
I feel like she'd decline, but only because she's like. Should she duck? How tall is Arden? Actually, I have.
Arden's
good
taller
question.
than Lily.
Yeah.
We've
Probably
established this.
We just have to be, like, careful. I mean, Arden's got, like, some more wintry clothes on, so she doesn't have, like, as much exposed skin, but she still can't touch you, so we just have to be, like, awkwardly both under the same cloak, but also not touching.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's cold and she's still a little wet, and it's not. I don't think it's enough to like make her take damage, but it's enough to like freak her out.
Yeah. It's burning. That's the thing with cold, is that it kind of burns you.
Yeah,
Then chills
that's
you.
how she's doing.
Cool. Ryder, you were so ready.
I would say he's just like, he's obviously just feeling very uncomfortable and more just unsure of what more he can do and concerned about the situations, everything going on, basically. Missing memories, dead zones, being stuck out in the ocean.
Yeah, very fair.
Yeah,
Arden?
all of that.
Arden's probably, like, the most prepared for this. I mean, she had, like, the cold weather clothes. She's technically walking on top of the water, so until she needs to, like, sleep, she's mostly fine. I mean, you know, it's, like, cold, but it's probably not really getting to her quite yet, which is the main reason she's willing to hold off on calling her mom. Plus, I feel like on some level, she knows that, like, her mom will come get her if she asks.
Yeah.
Like, she was also, like, already kind of aware. Like, she kind of knew her mom was maybe a little bit evil. And she's not. It's just that her mom also loves her, so, like, it's fine.
True. Evilness can be redeemed if you are just a good mom.
Yeah, sure,
Even
that's
this is
how it works.
like self-interest almost.
Aura.
Like it's like
Aura energy.
yeah, it's like the scale of evil versus good being like evil is like purely interested in your own self-interest, whereas good is being more interested in it like benefit of others, I guess. So if we're looking at it that way, Arden cares a lot about other people. Her mom, she cares about herself and her 2 children. And that's kind of it. So.
How's Charpay doing?
Not good. She can do the thing where like she kind of like she can do like the ultra self to make herself slightly more amphibious. So in terms of the cold, she's like okay, I'd say, but she's having like a very hard time focusing. She's like just like trying very hard to think of solutions, and the cold is probably messing with her brain a lot, and she is just like trying very hard not to lose her temper.
I really don't mean to throw a wrench into this whole situation. I know I haven't talked that much. I haven't even introduced myself to you all. I haven't really had a chance because you've been in the brig. Rada looks away. Well, Star, I was the ship's resident prisoner. Don't exactly know if you want me around, but if it's any consolation, I don't plan on suffocating any of you while we sleep.
Is that what you did?
Is that what you were in the brig before?
I would rather not get into why I was... But, I'm a lycanthrope. And, by my count, in the next 2 days is the full moon, so, we're not out of here in that time, then, hope you guys are, ready for, a very wet-smelling dog with possibly very murderous. But while I'm like this, as calm as I can be, because stress also does it, then, I'm willing to help out, but just, I'd mention that sooner than later.
I think
That's
we'll be
alright.
dead by then, if, you know, we're still here.
That's honestly a comforting thought to me. It shouldn't be, and that's very morbid to say, but, very comforting thought right now. So, I would honestly
we're
rather
open.
you guys all be killed by the elements rather than by myself.
Comforting.
We'll
What
be
else
alright
can
if
you
we
do?
make it there, honestly.
You like magic? You like, like weapons? Got any tricks up your sleeve that we could know about?
Oh, me?
Yeah. Other than the whole werewolf thing.
No, that's definitely not who I am. I'm not, I'm multi-dimensional, as we like to say. Well, I'm not really that much special. Blood Hunter, part of the Blood Hunter group.
Oh, cool. What group?
Oh, well, we're kind of a bit nomadic in the sense that we haven't really agreed on a name. I've been trying to get a bunch of them under the rugs. We've had a few names get thrown in there. The newbie keeps wanting to call it the Crime Stoppers, and I don't know why, because we're not really stopping crimes. But they seem very adamant about the fact that they're solving murders all the time, even though they're not.
Could I ask who all is in your group?
Well,
Out of curiosity.
we got our leader, Bloodhawk. You're gonna learn that a lot of blood hunters have blood in their name, because we have Bloodhawk, Blood Talon, Blood Claw, Blood Sword, and also Ducky.
I know that kid! Charpay, we know that kid!
Oh, really?
I
Yeah.
do know that kid. Yes.
Nice little chap.
I can
Yeah.
also
We did a bit of a
understand.
liberation. We did a bit of a liberation when I think it was the Cursed Ones, yeah, that broke out a bunch of people from Albuquerque. But then we scooped them all up, and I got turned into a werewolf. Killed some folks I shouldn't have killed, and was getting shipped off to prison. But that's gone sideways, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
I can
I feel like this is probably worse than prison, though, so...
Oh, it most certainly is. But, once again, comfort in that I might not even make it to the next full moon, honestly.
I mean, I can understand the appeal of blood as a vampire myself. It's a cool name.
I would say the same thing, except I don't drink blood. Hi. I'm really fucking
Vampire.
cold. Not all vampires or vampires drink blood. That's a little fun fact for you. Why? I consume when people are really high. I get that high from them. That's what I do.
I consume because I have a jar that does it. I also eat bones. Bones are pretty cool.
You ever try a marijuana Rita?
No, I don't know what?
If we survive this, my treat. We're probably not going to.
We'll survive. Swear to God if we don't.
I think we'll survive. I mean, it just might involve calling my, maybe a little bit evil mother. I
You
mean,
hear,
I
like,
love
the
her, but,
You hear the gritted teeth of Praveen.
This may not be helpful to say, but I did want to get it out there about, the elephant under the water. I do believe that our chances are maybe slightly better than we would otherwise believe, because it does have an ego. And it doesn't want just the elements to kill us, it wants to kill us.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it's not going to show up.
You're right.
Probably I'm fine with any solution we can get.
Yeah.
Wait, are we
I'm
talking about...
not-
Are we talking about
I don't-
it? Or, like,
I don't think
thing in the
I
bubble?
don't mean calling it up. I just mean that if things get dire, it maybe I. What am I
And to
trying to
clarify,
say
we
here?
would not be calling it up. We'd be calling my mom, which is probably better.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
The
yeah.
solution may or may not be within our control. Is all I'm saying.
Shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Hey,
Yeah.
wave?
Oh!
Boy.
Billy,
Hold on to each other and someone grab arrows.
the human from atop the ship right now, is just like rapidly pointing out as he holds on to the air treader right now.
Okay,
And,
how many people can get on the air treader?
I believe everyone is kind of like dangling off it in some sense at the moment. But
Yeah, but I mean, like, it can't pull them all up into the air, but if a few people get on it, it might be
Yeah.
worth it to put them up in the air, let it wash
Right
over
now-
the rest of us.
right now only
I'll
Billy
tank this
and
wave. It'll be fine.
Paleo are up there. So you can put
To
them
be able
up
to have,
there.
like, one more person then,
Tiny
probably,
back, Hugo.
Yeah,
if
Hugo's
they weigh, like,
also up
100
there.
pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
I'm
he,
not saying that Hugo's an 100-pound bat, but I'm also saying that he's an 100-pound bat.
No, I feel like that fits. Bats, bats can get really big and really...
Hugo's
Well,
like
he
300
and-
pounds of pure
well,
fucking
he's just
raw
gonna have
muscle.
to learn how to fly.
Yeah. Alright. So are you
You
gonna...
got time for a crash course.
So, you get, like, one spur of the second action if anyone wants to do anything to brace themselves in any way.
Does Ryder want to be a mermaid? I've been hoping to see it this whole time, and it hasn't come up.
Ryder, you should really be a mermaid. Like,
I mean, he can, and he doesn't really have anything he can do himself.
Be a mermaid.
I think it's probably better if you become a mermaid. Like, just giving it to you straight.
Yeah.
If
We're gonna
become a
try and
fish,
run
not-
away.
I mean, if anyone else needs it first, then go for it. But I mean, I can't really do anything myself.
You probably have to take some time to attune to it, right? So
You can attune
I think
it
you're
as
probably
a
the only
bonus
one.
action. You can attune as a bonus action. Basically, what I'm
okay.
saying is that you guys get a bonus action right now if anyone wants one.
because Arden's like pretty confident in her ability to swim and stuff. So if anybody seems like they're struggling, she can help without
Alright.
being a mermaid. But if anybody becomes a mermaid, then they get help from under the water, which would also
Is
be
Lily a
handy.
bat right now?
No, she's like a person.
She
She's
should
also
probably become a
terrified.
bat, like immediately. Lily, go into the sky.
I gotta do the calculations of how mentally prepared she is for this because she is scared of water.
I'll say, you know
And
what?
just like her cloak to block the view of the water. She's like, Lily, go into the sky.
Give me the split response that you think Lily would give. She's really cold, by the
probably-
way.
Arden's gonna fling you into the sky. Is that possible? Can I just lift Lily and throw her up into the air?
I guess if I'm in the air now, yeah, I'll turn into a bat.
Sure, you're gonna have to roll the wisdom saving throw for Lily's curse. But Arden, as this large shadow of a wave is going to rise up over top of you all, you just quickly rush over, still walking atop the water, and are just going to grab Lily.
I see Lily freezing, and I'm like, and I
And
float
you grab
into
it
the sky.
and just fucking ow,
Yeet.
yeet Lily into the air. Where Lily, you quickly shift into a bat.
And I got
unfortunately, the wave
I
is
have
still
plus
going to
9
come
to
your way.
wisdom saves, so
Okay, you're good. You're good.
25.
So, basically, everyone here is going to have to make me a dexterity saving throw. Lily, you get advantage because you are in the air. Unfortunately, this thing stretches up 30 feet tall.
That's fine. My dex is cracked.
Odd mood. I got a 9, but since I have 11 dexterity, I got a 20.
21.
Okay.
19.
19. Please put them in rolls for me. And then I need to have a washroom visit. Because I need the shit. Also, you guys can tell Roman that we're gonna keep going for
Yeah.
more gaming.
Sorry.
Anyways,
Game it.
so we got, let me read what we have here. So that was going to be 29, 21, 20, 19. You guys are very cracked at dex. The DC for this
Hours.
is a 19. So, thankfully, Charpay just succeeds. Let's see how everyone else does. Okay. So, as this wave is going to up into the air around you, you guys are going to take damage from this as it starts to crash down. It's more so painful in the way that, how frigid it is against your skin, soaking you guys in places that were just finally starting to dry off after hours of being in the sunshine. So, you guys are going to take... Let me get my calculator, baiter. Boo-boo-doo-boo-doo-boo. So that is going to be 6 points of bludgeoning damage as the wave is going to crash against you all. We are still on hit points from the last session, even though we leveled up.
And
Just
Aros, did Aros heal us, or is that HT because I leveled up?
that's probably HP because you leveled up. You guys get
Okay.
the bonus hit dice from leveling up. You guys have
Okay.
that added to whatever hit points you ended off. in the last
Okay,
fight.
because I was on 1 hit point,
Oh yikes!
so
Now you're on,
and now I'm at 9.
8?
Should I
9?
stick with that or no?
Yeah, stick with 9. So you
Okay.
guys are going to take, I
So-
believe I said 6 points of bludgeoning
Yeah.
damage, and everyone who failed this is going to fall prone. So, as the wave kind of passed, there's a moment where you guys have been knocked around by it, the sea
All
kind of
prone?
jostling around you, in its general indignant
in
fury.
the water.
But after a quick moment of disorientation, you guys realize that the human has fallen off of the ship. And there is a scraggly blonde and orange head of hair in the water, and you see
I'll get it.
I'm gonna go get
I'll
him.
swim.
I'll get it. I can do it.
All right. So without a moment to lose, I mean, Ryder can just become a mermaid.
I mean, I've also
I think that's a really good idea, is for somebody to become a mermaid, but
I mean, Ryder will be fine without it if anyone else needs it more, including one of the, one of the other people.
Give it to Hugo.
well, Arden's gonna, because she can actually like run across the water and doesn't have to like swim. She's just gonna go get the person who's like
all right.
suffering.
We'll say
Yeah,
that
Ryder's gonna be fine.
I think since Charpay said it first, Charpay. So you are going to just like very quickly
Go, Charpay, go.
bolt into action and such, just barely seeing the head of hair underwater. As you reach your hand down trying to grab, I'm gonna have you roll sleight of hand. Ease and thank you.
Oh, I fucked it up. That's a 7.
Oof. You reach down, but because of the way that the water is refracting, you miscalculated how deep, in fact, they are. So as you reach a hand out, you whiff just slightly, just brushing against their fingertips, so you are going to have to dive under now.
That's okay. I can do it.
All right.
That's fine.
So in a very quick splash, Charpay just starts swimming underwater at a rapid speed. I don't know if you're taking your aquatic adaptation for this.
Yeah, I would like to.
And as you kind of push under the water, gills start to form as little frills around your neck, and you start pushing under the waves, but the chill, very biting at this depth. Even with your aquatic form, I'd assume it would be more of a tropical form for you, or something of that matter. So please roll me another Constitution saving throw for freezing temperatures.
That's a dirty 20, that's fine.
A dirty 20, that's fine. You push through it, feeling the chill on your cheeks and such. Your face is burning. It's like that paradoxical thing that happens. Make me another sleight of hand.
Please, God. I got the same number again.
No! Alright, are you going deeper?
Yeah.
By this point, you guys start to you see fully as, I'm just gonna say his name is Billy. You see as Billy's frame entirely is vanished under the waves beneath you. Charpay is very quickly following down. So Charpay, roll me another Constitution saving throw. The deeper you get, the more bitteringly, like, chill.
Dominable, that one.
Oh no!
Okay, 17?
17, the DC for cold. Let me find that. Okay, you're fine. Yeah, you succeed that. The DC is 15 for cold. So, once again, you still managed to fight through it. You are starting to tremor a bit. I will give you the tremor at the very least, because this is, like, severely deep and severely cold. So you are going to go under, and, give me another, sleight of hand.
God, please. Okay, thank you. Nat 20.
Nat 20, let's go. Okay. Ooh. All right. So, just as it, so there are such a phenomenon as underwater cliffs, and when you fall off them, shockingly, you start descending deeper. You were moments before an underwater cliff. In fact, you saw kind of the way that the ocean seemed to form a maw to swallow him up. But finally, you managed to reach, like, your webbed hand out and wrap it around and finally grasp onto his wrist and just start yanking for your life at this point. And as you go up this probably about 60-foot swim, I'm going to make you roll another Constitution saving throw just to get out of this water.
Okay, 23.
23, and you push up, holding Billy on the side, and just hear a...
You okay? I really fucked that up. I'm so sorry. Can we get him up there?
It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Fuck, it's cold! He's shivering severely at this point, and you push him up over the side of the air sailor and just shove him on his side.
If fire or something, anything?
It's fine. It's fine.
That's really not.
It's fine.
Well, I mean, I might as really well become not human, but person again, and do the same, like, control flames thing as earlier while standing on the water.
Cool. I'll say that you kind of do it like almost like avatar healing in that kind of sense, but you're like swirling kind of it around his body at the moment to keep him warm. He's still shaking though. It seems like it's almost not enough because the thing with like hypothermia is that it's gonna take a while to warm up.
Okay.
Yeah. It's better than nothing.
So he is just shaking at this point. Shit. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Thank you. Fuck.
You got any magic, Billy? Feel like I should ask that question.
Oh, nope. Just normal guy. Who's supposed to be on a big old ship on best voyage of his damn life.
It's okay. It's not okay, but it's okay.
Okay. Cool.
Hey, Ryder. Oh, never mind. No, go
I'm
to
here.
the bathroom. Oh,
I'm
gonna
fine.
Say, do you want to do another flashbang?
Sure, it's worth a shot.
Possible. Why not?
All right. You shoot another flashbang into the air.
I mean, someone has to light a bullet first.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
yeah, Arden can just cast like. I mean, it's a cantrip,
Okay.
so.
Oh yeah. So
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure that was established.
You
Yeah.
reach down into your pocket, fumbling a little bit with the bullets and such. Because it's like so frigid, I honestly want to make this a sleight of hand, just like because by now
Alright.
your hands will be shaking.
Okay, what's my modifier? That is a 19.
All right, so your hands basically just like shaking like this much the whole time. You're trying to like get a grasp, and shockingly, you managed to pull one out finally. Perhaps the layman who has not handled a good bullet in their day would have dropped like 50 of them into the water in that moment, but you have the fine
I'm a gunman.
precise skill of a marksman. So you quickly draw one out, and surprisingly don't fumble a little bit with loading it. Cock it, take the golden glowing bullet, and are going to once again up into the air, as once again it kind of streaks through the clouds and leaves another firework. And Ryder, choose a number between 1 and 100 for me.
I don't know if there's any logic with this. 76.
76.
Soldier 7.
Unfortunately, I rolled a 90.
Aw.
Hate to see it.
I don't know what these numbers mean. The only thing I can think is if we roll the same, it gets seen.
If you roll the same, it gets seen.
Alright, I figured.
The odds are low.
Just keep
because
doing it.
There are about 3 ships currently
They do have a
active
lot of
in
bullets.
the entire ocean.
We do have a lot of bullets.
You wanna keep
I do
doing
have
it?
a lot of bullets.
That's true. Statistically speaking,
If we keep
if
doing
you
it.
pick the same number a number of times and keep doing it, statistically speaking, within 100 bullets, you'll find.
I don't think that's worth the bullets. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think it's
think
worth the
Number
bullets.
76, baby.
So, another hour passes. There's more hope
I feel
this
like-
time. There's like a weird sense of hope and such, but it's kind of growing thin with a lot of people. On the first one, it's just like oh man, that sucks, but there's a little bit more weight behind the second, because maybe with a second chance you'll get it right this time. That's kind of the way it is. Second chances, they bring new things, they make things better. After an hour, nothing comes, but more cold.
I want to clarify that before we go too far here, that I feel like the whole wave thing and a dude almost drowning is like, that's enough for Arden. She's like, you know what? I may not make it like obvious, because she can like walk a little ways away from everybody, but she's gonna call her mom. Like, she's like,
All right.
I feel like she calls her mom. Let's see if
All
I
right.
can think
You
of
know what?
words.
We will get to that. I'm going... Actually, let me just set the scene on this. Let's do this. Let's absolutely jam on this. So, Ryder, you shoot the bullet into the air. A streak of light shows out. There's a few moments of silence and such, and with Billy's just shaking, shivering form on the boat, the way that, like, ice is crystallizing on, like, the sides of his eyelashes and such, and his legs, kind of the halves of them, they are getting, like, purple and shit from just, like, the sheer amount of cold. There's discoloration on almost everyone's faces by this point. And considering that you guys have been out in this temperature for this long, I'm going to make everyone roll another Constitution saving throw. The DC is getting higher the further we go out into this cold.
That's not
I
good.
don't know why I
Oh, that's less
Right.
good.
Please put them in rolls.
8 plus 7 is
Okay,
only
13.
15.
No.
I assume 15 doesn't work, right?
No.
Okay, so I'm gonna use
I
a
got
key point to re-roll it.
All
I got a
right.
13 as well.
Oh,
I can
yikes.
do that.
Oh, wait, you know what? Hang on.
You have Indomitable.
Gotta mark my number.
Yeah, I do have
So where
Indomitable.
did I put that?
I used all my Indomitables. Woohoo.
This Indomitable is one of those skills that, like,
Indubitably.
I forget to use, so I
Oh,
might
yeah,
as well
me too.
use it when I'm thinking about it.
I already
Do it,
used
gamer.
legendary resistance.
Alright, 19 then.
All right, 19. Okay.
Re-roll, and that's
Hold. Yeah.
plus. You said Constitution, right? Yeah.
Constitution.
Sorry,
Ah, it's
math.
like a rate
Head.
helps me.
What'd you get?
Saves.
Oh, I got a 24
24.
because I was able to re-roll it with a key point. Thank God
Arden.
for that.
You see as a plague of shivering starts to fall across the entire group at this point. You are the only one dressed for the warmth. Ryder, as a satyr, you're part reindeer. Like, that is your deer half. So, I feel like that goes to say that you're pretty good in the cold. Just
Okay.
as a natural thing. It's just genetics, baby. You're doing better than you thought you would, considering this might be your first ever encounter with serious extreme cold before, besides in, like, momentary lapses in dead zones. Because you lived in a desert. And then went to Wolvenshire. So this is kind of a first, but you weren't expecting to feel this okay with things, but perhaps it's kind of just the adrenaline of something that you can't quite remember. But Arden, you're getting a bit concerned. Very concerned at this point. As you start to see everyone besides you and Ryder shaking with this deep intensity. And I'm going to recombobulate momentarily. But you are going to head off to go make a wonderful call to your mum. For everyone
On the
who failed
DM, you
that-
know.
for everyone who failed that saving throw, that was DC 19. So, Ryder just barely succeeded, and I would like everyone here to have the following effect put on them. You are overcome with shaking. You have disadvantage on dexterity checks, saving throws, and attack rolls that use dexterity. You also all gain 1 level of exhaustion. Who failed this?
Hey guys, what's happening?
We're freezing to
Bye.
death! I'm gonna go to the washroom.
Can you paste that in this
Yes, I can.
when you get back? Oh, okay.
I can. I'm gonna go
And
to the
I'll
washroom.
be taking a break myself, so BRB.
Where did?
Weird. You know what? Let's take a tiny little intermission here. You
Guys,
guys
I'm going to
can
pop in then.
catch Roman up on some stuff, and I'll be right back. How about that?
It's bad.
We are
I got
frozen.
that.
We're in the water. We're freezing
I don't know
to
what to
death.
say other than shit's fucked.
Out of shit. We did like 2
Arden.
flares. We have like an air glider that a couple people are using to stay above the water. We don't have fucking anything else.
So
And
what
Arden
are
is
we?
Everyone's gonna go.
So
which
what are we
is-
trying to? Are we just trying to get to land?
We're trying to not
Yeah.
freeze to death.
Well, good news. I think prestidigitation might cover that. Let me Google what prestidigitation is. Your phone.
Did you just use that spell because Chase had it?
Yeah, and also because I mean, like it's a classic spell, you know.
It's a good
It is a
spell,
good
but
spell.
Oh.
I can't stop thinking of like every 5 minutes in Ravenloft we have to prestidigitate stuff off of our clothes because we're disgusting.
Yeah.
For context, the campaign that me and Ro are in, we are not as well off as we'd like to be.
Mm.
I
I don't know what you're
Not
talking
last
about.
time.
Tilda's doing great.
Tilda was covered in dirt the first time we met her.
Yeah.
Sorry. You're disgusting. One of our characters is he a bard or a wizard?
Wizard, I think. Yeah, wizard.
Yeah, but every 5 seconds you gotta prestidigitate that stuff off, man. It's a cantrip.
I think it might work. You chill worm or flavor. Nope, I can't do that.
Worm?
Worm?
Or
Worm.
Warm. It's
Oh,
only up to
also-
1 cubic foot of non-living material.
Well, you can warm
Make the boat warm.
boat.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
we're in a boat, dude. I thought we were just
not
floating in the.
boat.
No,
We're in
It's like a tiny raft that could fit
It's like
one
a glider
person, 100
thing that's
yeah.
not meant
Cool.
for this, but it's something that
I mean,
people are
I could light a small campfire.
where.
No. It's a cantrip, right? You could just keep using it over and over.
Yeah, yeah.
Just make the little like bit of because it's like a tiny raft, and then it's a bunch of bedrolls like tied together. So just make that whole thing warm.
Yeah, I could do that.
Also, Arden's mom is like in league with the precipice. And
It's cool.
Yeah.
I already knew she was like a little bit shady.
Yeah.
Lily doesn't like this because Lily's dad used to be a cult leader before he got shot.
All right.
After she tore her eyes out, man. I don't tell you.
I return.
Hello.
And we are going to head over to Arden then, if you are ready to make a message. So you're going to just briefly kind of take respite from the group. You're going to just walk away for a moment. Before you do, Rada is going to look at you and go, "Hey, don't wander too far, okay? Need to stick together right now, okay?"
Yeah, she'll be within eyesight. She's not like that far away. She's just gonna talk kind of quietly, and there's like water noises. It'll be fine.
Yeah, you take out the little jade gemstone. And, are you ready to cast
Mhm.
message? Alright,
She ready.
alright. Let's do it then.
And she's been kind of planning out in her head ever since she first decided. So she's like, okay, I got this. All
Alright. Whenever you're ready.
right, go. Hey, Mom. Know you were just here for your job, but could you please send a boat on the down low? Thanks. Love you. Bye.
Alright. Get a response. I can't believe that motherfucker. Hi, Arden. How are you doing?
Them's the vibes.
Don't worry. Help should be on the way. If it's not with you within the day, call me again. Love you. I'm going to have some words with someone.
We're just like, okay, great. Now, she's not about to tell anyone about this. She's just like, it's in her back pocket now, you know?
As you put it in, did you want to, like, roll stealth to kind of make it sneaky that you were calling your mom?
Yeah. Yeah, she'll be sneaky about
I
it.
am going to roll perception on you, or insight rather, from Praveen.
Yeah.
And her stealth's pretty good, so let's see, that's...
As is a spy's perception. Okay.
Yeah, let's
well, I
see,
don't know if it'll
9
save
plus 8 is... 17.
that. I got a 10 plus 7, which is also a 17. So Rolly's with me. Do it again.
Okay.
I feel like Lily is very give her some space, but so
Okay,
she's
let's
like trying to
see.
like do this
Lily,
with the like,
Lily, you
bold-
can't see that Praveen is staring.
Yeah.
I can't.
this
No, I
time-
forgot. I don't have eyes.
I got 13 plus 8, so that's...
Okay. You
Yeah,
succeed,
maths.
but Praveen is a little suspicious.
I mean, that's probably fair, but... To
And-
Arden, it sounds like this would have happened either way, so now she just knows about it, which makes her feel better, so...
And as you walk back to the group, you hear the sounds of stirring for a friendly, familiar friend wakes up. Aros, you were pretty wiped by everything, and the cold kind of got to you in a bit of a cold snap. One of those things that makes you feel feverish, but finally you wake up to intense cold and shivering. A lot of shivering. In the middle of the ocean.
Figured this would have been over, but no. Ah.
I was half convinced you were dead. Hi. Huh.
I haven't kicked the bucket yet, thank God.
That's good.
He's
What's
awake.
Yes, yeah, hi, hello, I'm awake.
Glad you are still with us.
Me too. What's around me?
Water.
In the boat.
Water.
In the boat, there is a large bat covered in some ice crystals. Just a huge, like, animal bat, not
Okay.
baseball bat. As was confusion earlier. There's a big old bat that's like covered in a few injuries and scars and such, who is like kind of resting next to you. There is Hileo, who is the very flamboyant Dompier guy, who is sitting on this air sailor. And alongside that, I believe... Oh yeah, there's also Billy Dallaby, who is a human guy, missing 2 of his legs, and is kind of like... he's shaking a lot.
As in he's missing both legs?
He doesn't have both legs, he's a double amputee.
I
Right.
see.
What about like
In the
intangible
water.
objects? Intangible objects.
Okay.
Not intangible. Unalive.
Unalive objects. Water. The air sailor is made of like some wood and copper. Other than that, there's like spare pieces of cloth and such. There's bedrolls that are attached to the boat to give it the raft basically, to give it more flotation capability at the moment. That's about the situation. Basically, the people who aren't yet shivering to death and or can't swim are currently in the water. Lily is running on top of it, as is Arden. Other than that, the only object materials that are out on this ocean would be tiny little chunks of ice floating by. You're working with basically what you got in your packs and this air sailor.
Cool. I prestidigitate some fucking warmth in anything that's smaller than a cubic foot.
Okay. So, what were you gonna do, sorry?
Just prestidigitate warmth in anything that is smaller than a cubic foot.
Okay, cool. My brain didn't process that for some reason. So,
Yeah.
we'll say that you start touching around, especially on the people who are shivering on the side of the boat. Perhaps.
Oh,
like,
I
touching
can't do
their
it on
clothes.
living people. Okay,
Can
yeah,
you
I
touch
can do
their
that.
Clothes? Yeah.
I can.
I
Yeah.
think you can probably also. I assume you can dry their clothes. That's probably the most
Yeah, but-
important thing.
Yeah,
honestly.
that's also a thing. Prestidigitation, like cleaning. I guess I could
Cool,
just like
yeah.
water.
You'll start drying them off, and Billy Dallaby, who is covered in freezer burn at the moment, is gonna go. Thank you.
Just deep breaths, deep breaths. It's cold
best.
right now. There's a desert somewhere. Come on, we can do this.
I don't know how much
There's a
longer I'm
desert
gonna hang on
somewhere.
here. But thank you for the vote of confidence. Other than that, I would honestly say that you probably touch like the bedrolls that are attached to the boat and make
Yeah.
them warm to the touch. So kind of holding
I,
on to them.
I also
Yeah.
like
Plus,
give small words
plus,
of
I feel like the
encouragement
goal
and
was for
stuff.
people to be able to like kind of half lay on them. So if you can just
Yeah.
lay yourself on the bedroll a bit, you'd be moderately warm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
and-
I just do that to a little bit of words of encouragement. Yeah,
Hard shit.
hard shit.
Raise
Kind of-
morale.
Kind of doing your best to generally raise the morale, which has definitely it's gone as cold as the air around you. Funny of but everyone's getting exhausted at this point. They're starting to reach their first levels of exhaustion. There is mistrust in the air that you can feel. You see, kind of as you're waking up,
Rip.
a number of stray glances are glaring at Ryder. Most specifically, Mirinae Hakiko, who is an Eladrin woman, and she was also the one that had the so-called everyone's favorite, the baby,
Interdimensional
the funky
baby.
dimension baby.
Turns out it wasn't a dimension baby.
When I'm like warming up her clothes and stuff, I'm gonna give a little did something happen with Ryder?
I'm trying
You know
not to
what?
cause conflict on the ship right now, but I don't know you that well, but can I trust you with something?
I'm a very trustworthy guy.
So she's going to cast message and start speaking. Your head. Have you worked with these cursed ones before? Are you part of their group, or?
First timer here.
So, beyond this adventure on the seas, You don't know any of them.
I know they're legends, that's about it.
I know my curse very well. I've had it. I was young in the Feywilds. When I take my shoes off, I float. And she reveals the fact that iron boots that she had been wearing on the ship are no longer on her feet. Don't float anymore? He did something to me, I think. I don't know what happened. But something happened to my curse. I feel wrong. And I don't want to tell anyone. But I think that you're working with some sort of monster or something in league with Curse God. These people are in league with Curse God.
Alright, I'll keep that in mind. They have been fighting with the cursed god, though, haven't they?
That's what all the tabloids say. But I can't be for certain now. During the fight in there, they were allied with... Back in the Feywilds, where I'm from, there was a monster that was a dictator to our entire land for years. It was called the Prophecy. And it has brothers. We were told of them. They're part of our legends. I think I saw one during that fight with the False Hydra. And it was allied with these people. The child over there, Arden. Her mom is apparently in league with it. They're in league with the Pantheon in some way. So, if you are with these people now, or you want to join them, I would advise you to be careful, because I don't trust them at all. And I'm trying not to raise a big fit about it. When I did, they were very defensive, and I don't blame them. We're out in the ocean. The main goal is to survive, but something's wrong with them. I feel it.
It's going to be okay. I'll make sure of it. I'll keep an eye out, and I'll make sure that they don't come after you. And I, keep warming up her stuff.
Thank you. I think that golden eye means bad business. Whatever it does. Wrong, I don't trust anything with it. Oh, I don't trust Ryder. I don't trust anyone with golden eyes. Not you. I mean, I know the cat thing. But the cat.
Yeah, Tabaxi, yeah, no, it's from my mom.
Keep this between us, please.
I will.
Thank you.
You'll be safe with me at least.
So much. By the way, this whole time, since they've been talking in messages, you guys just see... staring.
They're just having a staring contest.
I originally wanted to ask her questions about elves, and I think it'd be really funny if she just walked up beside them, no idea this conversation is going on because she can't tell, and just squats down next to him in the water and just like, "Hey, Aros."
Hey, Lily, let's shimmy that way, yeah?
I wanted to ask her some questions, not anything serious.
I give her a questioning glance, is that alright, or do you want me to take her away?
It's fine. She gives a message.
Alright.
So she's she puts her head, she's squatting down, she puts her arm on her knee and then her hand, or her chin on her hand, and just goes so I was told you're in Eladrin, right?
Yeah,
I can't.
No, I understand. I'm in Eladrin, yes, and I'm from the Feywilds.
Oh, okay. Do you know, first question, obviously, do you know anyone named Shutu?
Name Shu? Of course I know Shu, yeah.
Great, okay. I was worried. I don't know, she's pretty cool. Anyways, are you, originally from the Feywilds? I don't know much about Eladrin, actually.
Well, Eladrin are kind of just elves, but we have more connection with Pan. You're familiar with Colossi, right? I forgot that the material planes weren't really taught about them. But
Yeah, she kind of like.
Eladrin,
this is like
Eladrin were made as a mix between the Colossi Pan and the Elven Colossi. So we're in touch with nature, basically. We're like, yeah, we change with the season.
so
I'm an
like
elf.
Colossi are like. Well, what are those?
You really not know what Colossi is?
No,
Hang on.
I
Question for people on this who are still alive. Are we all still alive, by the way? Just head count.
sound off.
I
Still kicking?
Hi.
I'm still here. Okay, cool. So, does anyone on this boat know what a Colossi is?
I mean,
You know, besides the whole, like, obvious thing of big.
I'm gonna roll.
Would I
Would this
know
be a
anything
history or an
about
arcana check?
Colossi?
Yeah, you can roll a history.
History. Oh boy, I
I
am
feel like
so
Arden
good at
can
history.
roll. Arden, you can roll a history on this too.
Okay.
Charpay, you wouldn't have been taught this in school. Lily, you wouldn't have been
yeah.
taught this in school.
The only thing Sharpay's
Nope.
remembering is the fucking ice fortress where we found Hara.
Yeah, you wouldn't
Oh,
remember
Wait,
that.
we did do that.
I rolled
Yeah.
a 3 plus
You rolled
1,
a
so I got
3?
4. So no, I don't know anything.
You don't know jack shit. Eros,
I got a 10.
you got a 10. Yeah, you guys don't really know what she's talking about.
She like she absolutely just goes like, oh yeah, there was that one keep in Azimir, maybe.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm gonna throw some names out at the boat right now. Tiamat.
Yeah, that's like the dragon.
Yeah, see, you know one of the. Yeah, you know.
There's a dragon named Tiamat.
Yeah, the Colossi
Huh?
of dragons. They were killed, beheaded.
Oh.
The first
I didn't
war
realize
of-
that was like the same. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Anam, Maglubian,
Yeah, I don't recognize that one.
Yeshua, Muradin, Hilo, Sylvanas, Karelin. Any of them?
Was there an ice one?
Yeah, I think that was the Colossi, the lesser one. Oh my gosh, what was their name? I never spent much time in Azimir.
I wouldn't know any better, so I was there and I don't even remember what it was called. So
Yeah. What I'm saying.
Wasn't it just called?
What I'm saying is that none of you guys learned this in school.
I technically didn't go to school.
Where we
my
all came
schooling
from.
was not good.
I mean, like, some of it came up, but clearly not a lot of it. I guess it didn't really take priority.
I guess the material planes just
Technically-
aren't taught this stuff.
No,
It's-
technically I came from a basket, but
It's not that none of you guys were taught, Praveen speaks up. Because this shit was erased from history. We're not taught about it because fucking Genesis doesn't want us to. We all came from Colossi. They sculpted people. All of the original races of the world were made in the image of Colossi. That's the story you want to tell? Yeah, that's about the end of it. And then all of them were killed by Genesis and his followers. Then we had to make babies the good old-fashioned way. Okay, maybe that's not the part I really wanted to bring up right now. You know?
It's okay. I think that's just what Praveen's like.
yeah,
But, you know,
I
the
just it's
Full shade.
Praveen scoffs. But no,
that
that
just
that
gives
is,
me another reason.
that is the story. The first human, Azamar, actually, was the first person on Earth. What was their name again? Hey, that I wasn't taught. But after that, they wanted friends, so there came a bunch of Colossi. Colossi made a bunch of races, and then bam, we're all here.
Is that where Veldrin came from?
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like
The first, yeah, from Karelin.
I'm gonna call him a clay baby now. That's so funny.
Yeah. Anyways, sorry. Tangent. what were we talking about before this? I just went on a tangent about Colossi and shit. But I'm just, like, shocked that none of you guys heard about that before. Weird that you guys haven't heard about Genesis killing the Colossi. Gives a side glance to Aros.
I guess that's just another reason for me not to like it.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
we were under the impression he
Greta.
killed like, a lot of other things, so I suppose it makes sense.
Do we have a tally mark now? I feel like there's
It's several millions, I'm pretty sure.
important figures that Genesis murdered.
Oh, that's something we should keep track of,
Billions, and
probably.
he ruined the lives of thousands fucking more. Can we not bring him up?
That's fair.
Alright, yeah, fair point.
Praveen
Anyways,
is gritting her teeth.
We were in the Feywilds a bit ago. I don't know how long it's been since we were in the Feywilds, but that was a journey. And I didn't know this until I went there, but all the elves, like, went there. Were you there when that happened?
I was part of the first generation born in the Feywilds, so
Okay.
no, I wasn't there during the excursion, but you do learn about it. So, if you have any questions I guess I can answer, then Elf to Elf, you're not from the Feywilds, right?
No. Technically, I was born
Glances
here.
over to Aros and glances back.
Technically, I was
Okay.
born on this plane, and then I just didn't end up in the Feywild. I was gonna ask if you knew some people, but, you know, you were born after, and I think they died.
Likely still would. Elves don't die of aging.
Yeah, that's my point.
Well, if you throw a name at me or something, I'm sure I could think of something, or a tale my old man
I don't know.
But, sorry. Just, how old are you?
123, I think.
23,
And
huh?
counting. Yeah, 120. Well, I don't actually know when my birthday was. I've just been counting it whenever the year starts over.
Okay.
I can't tell if you're looking at me weird.
No, I'm not. She is.
So,
I kind of like lightly smack Lily on like her shoulder where there's
ow.
fabric. Just really lightly, just like a little pat. Just like,
oh
you
yeah.
got it.
Sorry, Lily has to roll for curse because when you touch Lily.
No. It's like on the fabric. Like,
it doesn't,
Okay, on the
it doesn't
fabric?
matter.
Actually, wait.
Oh, it,
Because Lily probably has like, Lily has like the puffy shoulder things. You can just
oh,
pat that.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta get you a birthday. Come on, pick a day.
I don't need a birthday. It's when the year starts over.
I mean, I guess it needs
do-
January 1st, right?
Yeah, we could do New Year's.
December
It's a holiday?
I mean, we celebrated it back
There's
home.
there's a grimace across the ship. This was put in lore, and I would not blame anyone for not knowing this. So New Year's is a day of mourning for people because every single New Year's the percentage of people cursed in the world goes up by 10%. It's like a really strange statistic.
Oh.
Yeah, I think
maybe,
Eros would not
January
actually go
2nd.
through that.
Yeah, Aros would not know this. I feel like Aros is the type of person who would be like, "It's a new year, new me."
Oh!
Why not January 1st?
Eros is like some bad news.
Yeah.
Eros is like the International
You
Day of
just do, like-
Mourning. It's just like
I'd rather figure out my actual birthday the day that, like, I was scooped up from a basket, because, dude, that guy tore my eyes out. I'm not, nuh-uh.
Maybe you're
Well, why
like
not?
a
Well-
tree. Maybe you're like a tree, and if we cut you open, then you'll have rings in. That's
I don't
not.
think that's a very-
That's not
I
gonna
think
be.
it's a
That's
very
It should not be
Recommendate
it should
you.
not be
I don't think that
legitimately
works since
considering
you're
this.
alive.
That's
Anyway.
not a real suggestion for reference.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just wanted to make that
Um,
clear.
Maybe until you figure it out, like, do you have a favorite season? We can just like pick a date smack dab in the middle of that.
My birthday is
Listen,
January 1st. Do we want to have the same birthday?
We can have the same birthday.
You guys hear very quietly Billy's voice just go, "Not gonna make it to my next birthday."
Don't. Like, okay, hold on. Do you need like medical attention right now? And I like go over there.
No, I'm fine. It's just, I'm sorry, I'm having trouble looking at the bright side like all of you guys.
Oh, I think we're all maybe pessimistic on the inside, but you know, the more you dwell on it, the worse it feels.
Conversation.
I'm just
passes
asking
time.
questions before I, you know?
Hey, do you like what'd you used to do, you know, when you weren't in the middle of the ocean on a ship?
Me?
Yeah.
Trained to be a rigger, get on the ocean, on a ship.
You think you're gonna go back and keep going, or?
Probably not at this point. Guess I gotta forge my own way.
Yeah, there's God, I knew there was someone in my back in Aros, the continent, not me personally. Well, I mean, okay, never mind. That's not important. Yeah, I think his name was like. Oh God, someone give me a random name.
Grayold.
Jeremy.
Harold?
Grayold.
Grayold. Yeah, his name's like Grayold. I think he
I'm
was
sorry,
like.
that was so loud.
God, he was a fisherman, and then just like one day he just decided he'd had enough of going out throwing nets, and he just became a librarian. And honestly, the kids absolutely loved him. He just he'd be there just every day, real early in the morning, just with a stack of books that he'd be going through, and he had a really good like hey, keep it down sort of voice, you know?
The kids don't love him anymore.
Not anymore, buddy.
Oh God. Billy just kind of just like who's laying on the ground just goes. Maybe I'll get into like archiving shit.
Ooh, yeah, there's a God. Have you heard of the Magnus Archives?
Yeah, I heard it's a great podcast.
You know, buddy, I could set you up with
Strike it from the
Ellion
cannon.
Dever.
He kind of sits up. You know Ellion Dever?
Yeah, he's married to one of our old friends. Are they married yet?
Charpay points at Hugo. Like that.
Oh wait, yeah, he's his brother.
Hugo, who is going to sit up rapidly and poof into orc form and just go,
God.
oh yeah, my brother! Ah! And he falls off the side of the ship and
God.
splashes into the water.
Aros tries to. I'm gonna do like a. What would it be to try to grab him?
Athletics.
Oh boy.
Somebody mermaid him. Quick.
Okay, so that is a 19 for athletics.
Okay, 19 for athletics, cool. You reach in, you quickly grab his hand before he fully gets submerged in the water. This guy's like 300 pounds, by the way. He's like a big ol' orc man, who is very much a bear. And you just grab onto him and goes, okay, you know, I've learned how to reverse out of the bat thing. I've been trying for the last hour.
Oh.
Well, you're
Nice
probably better
job.
off as a bat, to be honest.
I
mean, at
also
least
have
in
to go to
terms
dinner,
of
so I'll be
like.
back in like 15 minutes.
Oh, well, I'll be bad again momentarily, I think. Yeah, Ellion, that's my brother.
I am in the presence of royalty right now. It would be an honor to die next to someone brothers with Ellion Dever. I've read all
Wouldn't
his
it be
books.
cooler if you lived and then got to talk to Ellion Dever?
You get like a signed book from him.
Yeah.
Fuck, I'm gonna try to live so I can meet Ellion Dever.
Yeah, that's what we like to
You
hear.
better be coming to my wedding after all this. So if we survive, I'll invite you.
That'd be nice.
Come to a wedding.
Yeah.
Cool wedding film.
What's the in-law count again? How am I related to Ellion? Because
The in-law count. As you are counting the
Kelsey
in-laws, Ryder, you feel a pat on your shoulder.
Okay.
It's Praveen. Goes,
Okay.
she's just like in a hushed voice and goes, I think something's wrong.
You know, I mean,
Something's always
besides us being freezing, yeah. Actually, we're still in the ocean, right? Sorry,
Yeah.
I did take off my headphones at some point.
That's completely okay. We are still in the ocean.
Okay.
Shit's still bad. Aros has dried a lot of people off, and relatively people are doing a lot better now that Fuzzy Kitty is here.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Then, besides being trapped in the middle of the freezing cold ocean?
Yes.
Okay. How much worse could it get?
Swim with me for a second. Pats him on the shoulder.
Okay.
And is gonna kind of like swim away a little bit from the thing. And Rada once again kind of peers over and says, "Don't swim too far. You know, we can only stick together if we're sticking together." "Yeah, I know, it's fine, we'll be back." And Praveen is just going to kind of like pull you to the side, kind of start wading in the cold water. Gonna look at you and just go, I feel like your friend called her mom. And I feel like we're in trouble. I feel like we're watched right now. And
As if we weren't already.
I need you to remember for me right now. Hey, Ryder?
I don't know how to remember something I don't remember.
I just need you to reaffirm for me that I was right, that there was
So we're still saying Ryder does not remember
that? Like,
this, right?
I think we all just agreed that, yeah, that was true, didn't we?
Yeah, but we'll get into why Praveen is
Gotcha.
later. Yeah. But yeah, Ryder doesn't remember.
Okay, yeah. Look, I don't know what happened. I really don't.
Okay. Of course, great. Now I'm sounding like I always sound, out of my mind when I know that I'm right about this. I know that I'm right about this, but I don't have any evidence to fucking back it up. Usual. So, I could just be out of my fucking head for all I know.
Weren't they saying they also saw it? I mean, I'm the only one who doesn't remember what just happened.
Did they though? Did they? Okay, you heard that they indeed said. You heard that they said that, right? That they agreed.
Yeah, I mean, I
with your own
remember
ears.
everything.
With your own ears, you heard them say that.
Yeah, I mean, I remember everything that's been happening.
You shut up. No, you continue.
Should I be worried about that?
Worried about what?
You're talking to someone that isn't here?
He starts wading back to the ship quietly.
Is it enough to be like, okay, I should come back as well?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
can Ryder hear? Okay.
Yeah.
Ryder will just be like, alright.
When they both resurface, Praveen looks very upset. Melancholy.
Okay. I don't see it.
Yeah, Ryder?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm trying to narrate my fiance Kelsey. She is Cornelius's sister, and Cornelius is Hugo's boyfriend. And so, how many in-laws is that? 3?
A lot.
Is he like my cousin twice removed in-law? I don't know. I can't think.
Well,
I'm
he's
not
your
really sure what that counts
brother-in-law.
as. I think it might be your brother-in-law twice removed?
Yeah, something like that.
Or maybe no, your brother-in-law once removed. Because Cornelius is just your brother-in-law. So then
You're right.
his brother-in-law would be your brother-in-law once removed, I think.
You're right. Yeah. Yeah, you're just
Yeah, that makes sense.
Lily's gonna turn back around to the Eladrin and just start asking her questions about the Feywilds.
Alright, she's like,
Even though she's been there, she's
with
just like,
gritted teeth answering and such.
she's just excited to beat another elf that's not in the Feywilds and also is from the Feywilds.
As idle discussion passes over you all, the third hour of being at sea rings forth monotonously. Con me a save, bum 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 bum. This time,
Are we slightly better off because Aros has dried us all off and
you
given us
guys
more?
are slightly better off because of the drying. Thank you, Aros. So I'm reducing the DC once
Yay,
again
Aros.
Me.
Okay, then I still feel
Wee.
pretty confident.
Me ma me moo.
Oh no,
Plus-
Charpay!
I
Alright.
fucked it up.
plus 8
Um,
is
Could
22.
everyone who
Okay.
already has a level of frostbite raise their hand for me? Oh, yikes. Yikes. Okay, you
I
two-
succeeded, so I don't, right?
Yeah, you succeeded.
Okay.
Charpay, you got a real storm coming.
All right.
You get a level of exhaustion, and I would like you to roll me a d100.
It's for the flare.
Yeah, hey Ryder, can we do another flare?
72.
I still really don't think it's worth it.
What'd you get?
Also, I mean, at this point, I feel like maybe some of us, like, interns, should be taking, like, some time on the raft, like, just straight up cuddling. You know what I mean? Like, we need to cuddle for warmth. It's just accurate at this point.
So you got, what did you get, sorry?
72. I'll put it in there.
That's my thinking noise.
Is that how many points of damage I take?
Yeah, you take no. As you guys are treading this open water, it's not a splash noise, but you know the sound of like a plunk in the water, like when a rock hits it or something. You guys hear that? And for those who cast a glance asunder, you see that Charpay has fallen unconscious and is sinking.
I'm gonna go grab Charpay.
Okay, cool. Sleight of hand.
Maybe somebody should take advantage of the mermaid thing and go grab Charpay. Like, seriously, why is nobody a mermaid? I mean, I get it. Arden, she's on top of the water. She's fine, but like, somebody needs to become a mermaid. Okay. Anyway, for now, Arden's gonna at least try and grab out of the water before she like sinks properly, and that's sleight of hand.
Yeah.
Good thing I'm good at Dex. Okay, 16 plus 5 is 21.
21? Cool. So, you quickly, like, rush over on the water and clap a hand on Charpay's and yank her up to, like, the surface of the waves and such, where you were standing on the water.
Yeah, I'm gonna take her over to the raft and be like, okay, now, you're gonna have to cuddle, okay? Like, you're gonna have to cuddle Charpay. It's how it is. Like,
Charpay.
that's what we need to do now.
Again, with a gasp.
What was I saying? Yeah, Lily
I
is.
think you're too cold, and I think we need to institute some like, I don't know, cuddle shifts or something for warmth.
She's my
What about me?
cousin, because one
I'm
is.
your cousin?
Yeah, because.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
I
are we
get it
glossing
now.
over the fact that you just passed out? Are you okay?
What?
You were unconscious.
You
You fell
did?
into the water.
Yeah, you passed out, Charpay,
That's not good.
and started sinking.
Hugo, who is donkey paddling at this point, is just gonna go,
I really don't want to bring more misfortune to this situation. I don't think I can be a bat right now. I keep thinking about it, but all I can think of is... It's not even the wooden bats, I'm just thinking about Cornelius.
Maybe we should turn Charpay into a bat in order to get her as much warmth as possible. Like, just put her underneath someone's clothes. Like, I know that sounds weird.
Okay, not
But
to
that
make
is how you're
fun of
supposed
me,
to warn people from
am
hypothermia.
Also, I'm kind of sinking a little bit here.
I'm a mermaid. Please, that's my treasured heirloom. I don't need it anymore, but I want to use it.
Beg your barmaid.
Are you
I think
guys okay?
someone needs to become a mermaid, okay?
No.
It's necessary.
How do you do the mermaid thing?
it's an Amalite.
Do it. Just think about. I mean, I guess. I don't know.
Attune to it and just go, wow, mermaid, and then you're a
You can
mermaid.
think
You know
about
what?
being a mermaid and swimming to Cornelius.
Okay. You know what? I don't need to be a mermaid to swim to Cornelius. If it's Cornelius,
Yeah,
we're finding that I'm gonna
alright.
swim.
I'll be real with you, dude. You definitely need to be a mermaid to swim to Cornelius, or you will die in the process.
He's a water gymnast, so you guys could match.
Maybe I should specify like swimming like treading water, like horizontal, not vertical.
He's just gonna grab onto the side of the boat and just sigh and just go,
I'm not that useless. Trying.
No, it's just really far to swim. Like really. Like, I could not get that far. And I'm a monk and I can, like, walk on the water. I would die of exhaustion before I got there, I think. Probably. It's, like, really far. I don't really know how far, just really far.
Okay.
Like you're doing just as well as the rest of us, honestly, but that's, like, really far to swim.
I'll just hang on.
That's probably sensible, yeah.
I won't swim.
I guess, let's see. Well, somebody needs to be turned into a mermaid, because I feel like that would maybe save us some grief.
I think we are fine, all things considered.
We're not doing
literally
that bad.
so bad.
But I do think maybe we should turn Charpay into a bat and put her underneath someone's clothes for warmth. Like, I know that sounds weird, but that's hypothermia 101, baby.
I mean, if she wants to do that, that's fine.
Yeah.
Sure, Hugo will give you the bat cloak. Alright. You guys may continue any role-playing, anything you wish.
I mean, whose clothes are we shoving Charpay under?
Probably just like
Would
the
it-
bat cloak, eh?
Yeah, bat cloak warm.
I meant more like, if she's a bat, she can be getting... Usually when you have, like, when you're getting hypothermia,
Charpay
you know,
into
you
the
like
titty.
cuddle with another person because then their body heat will warm you up. Yeah, essentially that. You just shove Charpay down your clothes
Kangaroo.
for warmth reasons.
Rada will take it. Yeah, just
Take me?
yeah. Take me away. Here.
To
Might
further
not be the
my...
warmest, but you can sit in my. Let's just do this. She'll take her jacket off, put it over her head and such, and put Charpay under it, and then kind of like lean a head back where Aros will probably tap it. I'm like assuming Aros would tap it to make it dry and warm.
Oh.
Yeah, we don't want people to be fainting. It's bad.
No sight of land yet.
I can,
Nope.
like... Actually, no, I can't see. Never mind. I was gonna say I could go up above the clouds, but also I would get burned. And I can't see where the sun is.
Oh yeah, you know that. I mean, the air sailor can fly. Like, if we want to check that way.
Yeah, but do we want to get rid of the like trail of people that are on the
I mean, so
air
long as like
sail?
if like somebody like Arden while she's walking could pull it. Like they're just floating, so they don't really weigh. I mean, we're not like moving that fast. I don't think so. As far as that goes, you can just have a person take over for a little while. I mean, I don't know how high up the clouds end, but I mean, you know, it has a 30-foot movement speed, so it's relatively fast. Again, it depends on how high up.
That's up to you all. But
Oh no.
How high up does it look like the clouds go? Like, will we even be able to breathe above them?
it's very high. I mean, like upper atmosphere. You know,
Okay,
it's
so
just
if you
like-
went up
it's just
there, you
like
would
a
suffocate.
sheet
Never mind,
and-
we're not doing
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Go up there, suffocate to death. I think we should
Pretty much.
avoid that, actually.
As you guys are going along, there is a small part of the water that kind of twists inward. Those who are inside the water right now, which would be, I believe Ryder is the only one of us who is submerged at the moment, because Lily's on top, Charpay's on boat, Arden's on top. Aros is probably underwater, but like, Bro is gone right now. So Ryder,
Yeah.
feel the water start to words. It's like a corkscrew,
Vicious.
like whirlpool-like fashion around you,
Okay.
Don't like that.
and it starts to
Ryder
pick
will
up.
probably be like, what? When he starts to feel it, he'll probably just be like, is this supposed to happen?
Most
in the ocean?
certainly not. We're gonna have to brace for this, aren't we? Hold your breaths! And I would like everyone who is not currently in the air, who is somehow touching the water, in any point here, basically, if you are touching the water in any way, even on top of it, please make me a wonderful strength saving throw as the water starts to twist around into a maelstrom.
I'm like in
Nat 20,
Rana's
baby.
camp.
Very
Rana,
funny.
don't fuck this up.
Woo! Woo, woo, woo.
Not bad.
14.
Rana, please do not fuck this up.
I got an 11, but plus 6, so
All right.
17.
So, this twisting spiral just kind of begins to pull inwards and such, as this is... What is the DC that I put for this? This is DC 20. Actually, hold on a moment. I need to DM a very ominous question to someone.
Huh?
Okay.
DMing is an action that you take. Okay, I didn't get a message.
Thank God it's not me.
You hear the enter and it's like,
Oof.
All right.
No more tissues. Rats.
right.
Oh,
Okay. Okay. All right. I was right then.
Ominous thing to say.
Wait a moment. The DC is 21. Looking at it now.
oh, it's 21? Okay, well then I'm gonna use a key point to try and re-roll my save.
Did
be
Rana
fine.
fuck it up? I have a feeling that she may have fucked it up.
So,
It's
DC
like, I can
21.
do that. I can re-roll.
yeah, you can
If I
reroll.
know... Okay,
Key point reroll.
let me just...
So,
Yeah.
this saving
Oh,
throw
that's,
also goes for...
good.
This
Okay,
saving throw
that's,
also...
that's much better. Alright, I'll just edit my thing, because this time I rolled an 18.
Alright.
18 plus
18?
6?
Unfortunately,
What is
that's...
18 plus 6?
Oh, 18 plus 6? You're probably fine.
Yeah, sorry, I'm trying to do math.
So, everyone who failed the saving throw is going to take 35 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh.
God damn.
Good thing I did that, or I would.
Wait, hey, did I
Be
heal any?
conscious.
How much does a long rest give you?
We didn't long rest, is the thing.
Okay, well I'm
Yeah.
out on the ground
So-
then.
Yeah, no, basically, people just got, like, the level up bonus to their hit points.
Oh boy.
I assume Rada failed.
Yes, Rada
Okay.
unfortunately failed.
I'm dead.
I'm also dead.
Oof.
Oh, that I'm
And,
dead.
There is just like a moment of holding on for dear life as the air glider itself kind of starts to spin around in this torrent inside of this maelstrom. This is not a naturally occurring
I mean,
occurrence in this water.
would the air
This is
sailor like be
spell-made.
on the water? I kind of thought it was like up.
Oh, if it's above, then it's kind of floating
I
right
thought
over
it
it.
was
This is an air sailor, so I assumed you couldn't just like
Oh,
set
yeah,
it in the
it's
water. I mean,
you're right. It's in the air. It's in the air slightly, so it's kind of hovering over it. But splashes of the maelstrom are kind of whipping up
Yeah.
white water currents and such around it as a number of people go swirling into the middle of this maelstrom. Who is up?
Arden.
Show of hands.
Oh wait, how do I take any damage? Because
And-
I got a nat 20.
You take your water damage.
Okay, let me roll that.
Half.
I'll
Half
tell you
because
what
of
I
nat
get.
20. So Arden's up, Ryder's up, and Lily is presumably up unless Lily eats shit and dies.
That's a 6, so we're
A
fine.
6. Okay. Lily, Ryder, Arden. You guys are all pulled into the center of this maelstrom and just thrust underwater as you guys feel the unconscious bodies of Charpay, who poofs back into normal form upon hitting 0 hit points, and Aros, who goes slack in the water next to you all, and both start sinking alongside Rada, who is also now sinking.
How many people can I grab?
Probably about 1, considering how cold it is.
Wait.
Okay.
So we're being
I
sucked
guess,
down
I
too,
guess for the
though, right?
moment, honestly,
Yes,
Aros
you
is
guys
the
are
most
also being-
useful.
You guys are also being sucked downwards at right now.
Yeah. I mean, I think I'll grab Aros first because they have the
He
like
is-
prestidigitation and stuff, which is important
He
for
is
everybody else to stay alive.
Really fucking heavy. Because he is all fur and waterlogged now.
Okay, but consider when I touch you, I still have my healing's hands for the day, so you get 16 hit points.
Are you up?
I'm still out.
Yikes!
Wait, did we actually work with negative hit points? I thought it just hit 0.
We do hit with we go with negative hit
Okay.
points. Yeah.
I
Just
guess,
like
is there
on-
anyone who looks slightly less dead than anyone else then?
It's not
Are
me.
you taking away your healing hands then?
Well, I mean, I didn't realize that was how we did it, so I was just wondering if there's anyone who looks like slightly less dead than everyone
I
else.
don't think so at the moment. Because
Okay,
everyone took
well-
the same damage there. So, basically, you guys are all being sucked downwards at the moment.
I'll just focus on grabbing
by
something.
this maelstrom. Those who are in the water are just being pulled down by this current at the moment.
Okay, well then Ryder, not noticing what's going on to anyone else for obvious reasons, is going to, like, just his first reaction, try and swim back up.
Okay.
Yeah,
tunnel vision, swim
Lily
back up.
can't see anybody else under the water. Can she feel anything?
You
Or does the
I mean,
like
you guys
does the
both,
swirling
you guys
kind
both
of
have felt people bump into you kind of like blankly, almost like ragdolls on their way down, and start to fall past you, kind of skin brushing against skin going down and not flinching and reacting. So you both felt that, but Ryder, you're going to try and swim upwards, so fighting against the current, that is going to be another strength save, please.
You know what? I have, like, high highs and low lows. That's been my roll, but this is a high, so that is
Ooh.
26.
26.
Ooh.
Okay, excellent. So, you just like quickly start working and putting your whole muscle into kind of getting yourself to the surface here. The knocking winds of the maelstrom are absolutely still throwing you around at this point. You are going to take half damage for fighting against the maelstrom.
Okay.
So thankfully that is only going to be 13 points of bludgeoning damage. As are you still up?
Yes,
Okay, cool.
because I was cool and didn't fight.
Bookmark. But for the sake of this session, you're fine. And so very quickly, you find yourself just like reaching the top of the water, and you hit the top of the maelstrom, though you are still kind of being swirled around and are fighting against the waves, kind of trying to get yourself out of there. We'll get back to you in a second, but you have least surfaced at this point. Who is
Cool.
next in trying to get out of here?
Lily would try and grab the person who bumped into her last.
Sleight of hands at disadvantage because you're kind of waving around blindly.
What's my sleight of hand? That's a 12.
That's a 12? Okay. I don't think that's going to be enough considering you are fighting against a maelstrom right now, but you reach your hand down blindly to try and grab at whatever you just felt brush against you. Even though you know that you might like put your curse on them, survival is more important than fear at the moment. You brush against Charpay for just a moment, but as you reach down, feeling, what do you feel? Let me look for a second here. I'd say that you feel the puffy sleeves of Charpay as you try and grab onto the wrist, but unfortunately it slips out of your grasp due to like the silky nature of it, and Charpay starts plunging into the water deeper.
Oh god, I guess I'm gonna go further and try again. Because at
Okay.
this point, Lily's mindset is,
okay.
I don't care.
Take a round of water
More.
damage, and also roll a con save.
It's another 6 water damage. That's a nat 20 con save.
Whoa. Alright, so once again, like kind of your undead nature is protecting you from the chill at the moment, as you don't really have blood to get frozen. Fun fact, when you start to freeze, your arteries literally start to freeze. Literally ice crystals start to form. I believe that's a fact.
Jesus.
I might be
Lovely.
wrong. Fact check me. Don't actually, I'll be sad if I'm wrong. It sounds cool.
I believe it.
Okay, so you got a nat 20 on the con. So thankfully
Yeah.
you fight off against the chill. You take the 6 water damage, sleight of hand to grab Charpay.
Don't I have disadvantage with stuff doing death?
You do, because you are shaking.
I believe in you.
Okay, so the first roll was a 5, so I didn't really have much of a chance, and then the second roll was a nat 1. So, we're drowning.
So,
There's no sign of land.
You're coming down with me.
Hand and unlovable hand.
for the natural one, what level of frostbite are you on? You're on level 1, right?
Yeah.
Okay, roll me a d100, and also take another exhaustion.
I'm sorry, that was such like an agonized sound. I didn't mean for it to sound like that.
Ryder's just chilling.
Yeah,
Ryder.
doing great.
63.
It's not like I could grab anyone without my sight.
Yeah. 60. I put it.
I forgot
I
about
don't
Walter
like.
this whole time.
You forgot
he's
about
fine.
what?
He's in his
He's
special
fine.
bag. He's in his special bag. He's warm. He's fine.
Oh, cool.
Walter is fine. Walter is fine.
Yeah.
What happens, Lissy Lou?
Oh, what number did you get?
I got a 63. I'm kind of scared.
Oh
What? I don't like
Very
that.
no. Hmm.
Mm.
So, you have disadvantage on athletics and acrobatics checks now. Which I think you already had.
Yeah.
Yeah, because of the exhaustion. I'll make you roll again.
Mhm.
Oh.
Hee
Why is there a maelstrom? 89.
89? Okay. Fall unconscious.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go
That's
straight to
fine.
jail.
She's on her own now.
Yikes, yikes,
I mean, I guess
yikes.
Ryder's
So,
like swimming upwards, so good for him.
really,
But
from the sheer shock of frigid water reaching your brain, unconscious, just like that.
Alright.
So, Arden, what's up?
Swag.
so there's like a lot of unconscious people right now.
Yes.
Well, I think, let's see. There's like ropes and things, right?
There's tassels from the air,
Yeah, like there's like the stuff that was like
Yeah.
dangling.
the thingy.
Could she like, I don't know, tie the unconscious people to it to the best of her, like, or just wrap them in it, you know? Like, you just
This
throw
is
that
gonna
shit
be-
around them, tangle them in it to the best
this
of her ability.
Yeah, this is gonna be a hard check to do, though. Roll me... What should I make this roll? Roll me survival, because it's, like, not tying and shit, and that's, like, Boy Scouty. That's how I determine if something is a survival roll. If you could get a Boy Scout
That's
patch
yeah,
for
that's
it,
that's
it's
probably
survival.
fair. Let's see. Well, I mean, you know, the nice thing is survival is based off my wisdom, which is like pretty good. So
Very
I got a
wise.
16 plus 3, so that's 19.
I'd say that you managed to tie one person to the rope and get them just, like, floating around and such, at least tied to safety. Who would you like
Like,
to
I got-
tie?
The cat, because cats don't like water.
Kitty, kitty. All right, Aros, you are tied to the rope and
This is a cat.
dangling,
Cats don't like water.
and you are now dangling in the water, attached to a rope at least.
Yeah, you're a little bit better.
All right, you get one more action. What do you want to do?
Let's see. There's now how many people still unconscious?
Lily, Charpay, Aros, still, Rada.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got Lily, Charpay, and Rada. What's her best bet for, like, I guess getting the most people out? Like, is there, like, a better way to go about it, or just... Should I roll wisdom?
Kind of just grabbing, but you can, like, roll wisdom. It's kind of just like a grab and go, because everyone's, like, at different little
Alright,
spots
so
going
she'll
down.
just grab... Honestly, then, you know, tying up the heaviest is probably the wise move. So then she'll just grab, I don't know, I guess the two people that are, like, closest to each other, so she can kind of get them both at the same time.
Okay, I think that
I
would
guess,
be
which I guess would be
Rada-
Lily and Charpay, because wasn't
That would be
Charpay...
that would be
Lily
Rada
just
and
trying to grab
Charpay.
shit.
That would be Rada and Charpay, because Rada and Charpay fell at the same time.
Gotcha, yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Alright, so she'll
Alright.
just grab them first.
Sleight of hands. Sleight your hands.
Sleight my hands. Hey, I'm good at dexterity, right? Okay.
Do
Well,
you have frost?
I got 13, but that's plus
Oh,
5, so it's
thank you.
18, so it's
Thank
not
you
nearly
for
as bad as it could
reminding
be.
Con save as well. Thank you, CC.
Oh
for
yeah,
reminding
that's
me.
right.
For
See, but I'm
last
really
time.
good at saves. I'm like so good at saves.
Oh yeah, Arden is a
I'm-
young spry chicken.
I am. I mean, partially it's a monk thing because I have proficiency in all of them, but
Damn.
let's see, that's plus 8, so 18.
Okay, 18. You succeed on the save.
Sick.
So you.
If not, I still have 14 key points left.
Oh my god! All right,
16 only costs 1 to re-roll one,
so you are going to grab Charpay and Rada, and next thing you're going to do is go up to the surface. From the surface of the water, Hugo is going to just go, uh-oh. Uh-oh.
No kidding. I feel like when Arden surfaces, she's just like, yeah, no shit.
Oh, you're not up yet, unfortunately.
Gotcha.
Hugo's just going to go, dear guy, I never met your name. I never knew. What's your Ryder, right?
I thought we did meet.
Oh shit, we did. Yeah. Your name would sound
Yes,
really
that's-
cool if you put it as a pun on Ride or Die. Anyways. So.
Yeah, that's what I think, too.
Okay, cool. Glad we're in agreement. The people there's people drowning beneath you.
That you're gonna have to be more specific for that if you need me to help.
Right underneath you, bunch of people drowning. Like, like, where your feet
You want me to
are.
just wave my arms around and...
I'm just gonna grab your hand. We're just gonna go down together. Let's do it. Let's do it. Hugo is going to...
Okay, guiding helps.
Alright, Hugo is going to ride into the waves, and is just gonna go, okay, consent first. Can I touch you?
I can't see why not.
It's important to get consent, everyone. And then he grabs your hand, and is going to... he's not gonna dive underwater gracefully. He's gonna do the thing where you can sink underwater by, like, curling into a ball and such and holding and, like, breathing out of your nose, where he's just gonna start underwater.
That he knows how to do that.
Yeah. And so he is
Seriously?
gonna take some damage. He knows how to do that because he can sink, but not swim.
I mean, 1 out of 2 ain't bad.
Yeah.
Alright. And he does take some damage as the currents is going to wrap around him. But, underwater Rider, all you hear is...
He's just going with the flow of what's going on.
And eventually Hugo is gonna, like, kind of take you by the arm and fling you down, probably, so, like, you're through the water, and you bump into Lily. Who is
Alright, well, Ryder's just gonna try and start grabbing, I guess.
Alright, roll sleight of hand.
I got decent
Do you
strength.
have to whiz
You
save?
got this, bro.
Right. Oh, right. Wait, Lily's
Oh,
unconscious.
right, yeah.
Yeah, you do have to
Does it
whiz
not
save
work
first.
if lead... Okay.
Oh wait,
Yeah.
does he touch me?
Yeah, because Hugo, like, throws him in.
Whiz
Okay.
save. 12.
You succeed. DC 10.
Yeah, that passes.
DC 10.
Okay, cool.
Also
Now,
on the ship.
sleight of hand?
Yeah, also on the ship, by the way, I'm going to say that Billy has taken the rope and has dragged Aros up to the surface at the moment.
Right, there we go.
Nat 20?
It's not in focus, but that's a 20, yeah.
For what was that?
For sleight of hand.
For sleight of hand. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll get to that. So Aros, you can roll your first death save.
I feel good about this, folks. 19, let's go!
That is pretty
go!
good. Okay, that is one success. As on top of the boat, you're dragged up to the top, and Billy Dallaby ahead is just gonna do, okay, gotta do something. Come on, sea training, and is gonna start doing CPR on your chest. And, the nat 20. So,
Yes.
as you are, like, catapulted underwater, bump into Lily, for a moment you kind of feel her own fears trickle into the back of your brain, but you quickly bite them off. There is no time for this. The
He is
chill-
filled with adrenaline, with
Exactly.
everything that's been going on.
He
He is
so
filled with
adrenaline.
determination.
He is filled with determination and adrenaline with everything that has happened recently. It's so fucking cold. The adrenaline makes it feel hot. As you reach out, one hand, you just grab Lily by the wrist, raw hand it, and your other hand, you don't know why you get this instinct, but you kind of just swing it around and manage to grab back onto, like, the scruff of the back of Arden's cloak. So,
Okay, cool, I guess.
basically, you have Arden, who is carrying Charpay and Rada, and you also have Lily. And with the
You're
nat
giving
20,
me an assist.
Alright.
with a nat 20,
With your
I am going
with
to
your
make you
reindeer
get-
powers.
Yeah, but you guys, you either want, this is between Arden and Ryder, so Cole and Mort. Do you either want to both roll to get an average, like, and such, added together to see if you succeed this, to get up to the surface, or do you want one person to roll? At advantage.
What are we rolling on?
What's your strength?
dex.
Is it strength to? Okay. What's your
Actually,
strength mod?
It's strength. You're right.
My strength mod is a +0 actually.
Okay, I have a plus. I have a +4 in strength.
Yeah, you roll. Roll with
Okay.
advantage, man. Go crazy.
All right, you're rolling at advantage. That is strength to get out of here.
Okay. Is this a strength save?
It is a strength save.
Oh, it's a strength save?
Okay.
Wait, so what's
Okay.
your strength save modifier?
+9.
Okay, you're still better than me there then.
Yeah, then
have
I got a
+6.
19.
Aw, yeah, go.
Nice.
We
And
gold.
with a push of adrenaline, you just surge yourself upwards, kicking your reindeer legs. Because even though we never really figured out if goats or deer could swim in the previous episode or two, I do know for a fact that moose can swim, and they're really good at it. So by that logic, you just push yourself through the waves, and despite probably this being the first time you've really swam in your life, you're kind of a natural at it. And you push to the top, surf as everyone up to the water,
Just
suck
sticking
in
with all my might.
Yep, suck in a big breath, and somehow, with that much force, the maelstrom dissipates around you all, and you're all left to wade in the water. With that being
He'll
said,
just he'll come up and just doing that again.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you think we could fashion a hot air balloon out of all this leather? Because
Are we all okay? That's what I'm more worried about.
Charpay's unconscious, do a death save. Aros, do a death save. Lily, because you were just unconscious and such from the roll, you can wake up. You wake up now that you're above the water.
I got a 5.
Alright, you got a 5. Oh no, that's a fail for Charpay.
I used one of them, but I can use another
I got a
one of
15.
You got a 15, okay.
Yes.
Rado
Thingy
got a
is my-
15. What do you want to use?
I have the magic initiate feat.
Oh, you want to use, Spare the Dying?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Oh wait.
Charpay.
Does my does it doublet?
Oh shit!
Whatever.
Wait, yeah,
Is
the
that
Schrodinger thing. You can talk this whole time. I forgot that was your thing. If anyone
I
here
just
wasn't
spent it like hacking up a lung because
If anyone-
water.
If anyone wasn't here for
You
this,
can
Aros has an
join me.
item. Aros has an item that unless they die, they can still talk like they're conscious and such and like be awake, but they
If
can't.
I get a nat, but on the terms that if I get a nat 1, I'm instantly dead.
Oh, I forgot about that.
That one has
You
gone well
accepted
for
the
us in the
terms?
past.
It's really funny.
Right.
It's really funny.
I also have the
this is gonna be such-
Kieran.
This is gonna be such cinematic parallels, though, if Aros dies to a nat 1, because that would be 2 party members who died because they were insta-killed by nat 1s.
I have the
In my
Kieran
defense, it's really
from-
funny.
In your
From
defense, it is
looting
really funny.
Wilfred's court.
Alright, well, with that in mind, Lily, who do you want to spare the dying on?
I was gonna spare the dying Charpay, but I also remembered I have the Kieran from looting Wilfred's corpse.
Oh yeah.
That lets me cast Cure Wounds 3 times per day.
Okay. If you want
I'm-
to, yeah.
I am at -32. I don't know how much.
I'm
No,
also
I'm
at
gonna
negative
cast
32. Funny that,
Okay,
huh?
so
Okay.
Kiki,
So wait, Charpay, do you have any successes?
No, I've
Yeah,
one
that's
fail.
why I'm casting Spare the Dying on
okay.
Charpay.
okay. So Kiki,
So
you are
both
not
of
Kiki.
them are at risk of dying from a nat 1 then.
Yes. So basically, oh my gosh, I just realized the stakes of this situation. Holy shit! Thank you.
Yeah.
Between the two of us, I can do 16 on
actually,
healing to one
the
person.
Kieran cast
That's kind of
The
beautiful.
Kieran casts Revivify once per day, so I could spare the dying Charpay, and if Aros dies, I could slap a Revivify on.
Also, to be
Or you
clear,
could
my
just use,
corpse
or you
staff
could
can
just
also
use
cast
3 cure
Revivify.
wounds. I don't know how that would do, but since Arden's
Don't-
got like 16 knockout half of it, you could probably get 16 with 3 cure wounds. Yeah, I know.
We have the staff of Revivify as well, the bonk staff.
Yeah.
Right.
So we're like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
I feel
So-
like getting Aros up is more important, if only because Aros can do prestidigitation.
Yes, the problem is that Lily is more emotionally attached to Charpay.
I did just come here like 4 hours ago, buddy.
I'm so sorry, Aros, but character. Well, who's the closest? I will determine this by who is the closest. Lily.
Well, you are all being held by Ryder at the moment.
Well, no,
Okay.
I'm tied to the thing.
And oh yeah, Aros is also tied to the rope, so away. So Lily,
Wait,
you are
he's
close.
talking.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Aros
he is
can talk.
talking.
She doesn't think he's down, so there's no reason for her to cast Spare the Dying.
I think. Well, okay, I
No.
can talk. I think I am just dying though right now because fuck water.
Yeah. All right.
How
So,
are you talking?
You
You're
are
dying.
going. You are
It's
going
just
to
one of
spare-
Eros's fun little quirks.
You're gonna spare the dying on Charpay.
Yeah.
Charpay, you're back to 1 hit point. 'Cause that's how we do spare the dying in this campaign.
Okay.
Oh, wait, then
Eros,
we could at least try to heal Eros as well, since
Eros, I'm gonna give you 3 cure wounds.
All right. Actually, first though, I'm going to make Aros roll his
Yes.
death save.
Why would you make me do this?
Don't you do
You
have
got
DM
this.
inspiration?
I believe
Remember?
in
I
you.
gave you the DM inspiration. And
Oh, okay. That is a 7. Okay.
That is a fail, but you're not.
But it
dead.
is not a nat
It's
1.
not a,
Not
yes.
a 1.
Okay.
Okay.
Which means, Lily, you get up on top of the water and rush over, and probably because Billy on the ship is just gonna go, okay, we need help over here. I think the cat is dying. The cat is dying. And you quickly rush over. Just what do you do? How do you do this?
She like pulls out the keyring and is like, "All right, have not seen you in have not like spoken to this in months, but I'm gonna need your help, and I really hope it's okay if I do this." And she's going to. Okay, wait. Does it require a tune? Because if so, she's
It
gonna
does.
sit there and just go. As tune is a bonus action, though, right?
You stare very deeply into the Kieran's eyes. The thing is, though, is because this is your first time attuning to it, you have to do animal handling to see if it. Yeah.
Please, dear
'Cause
God,
it's
if
one
this
of the
doesn't
it's one of
work.
the plushies, and it was Wilfred. So if it's changing owner, you have to tame it.
What's my animal handling? That was a good roll, but at what cost? What's the? Oh, okay. 23.
23. You look into its eyes. What do you say to it?
I got put on the spot. I'd really appreciate your help. I'm sorry for what happened.
Plushie is still for a moment. And then the glimmering visage of a Kieran appears next to Aros and is going to lean down and press its horn against them and cast 3 cure wounds.
Let's go.
And then they will vanish. I like to think that Ryder this whole time is still like carrying everyone and is just like
Yeah, I mean, I figured
Get everyone, I don't know, secured or whatever.
Yeah, I
pulling
figured I
open-
could, I have a healing gun, but if I'm holding people up right now, then I'm
You
not
guys-
gonna.
you guys
I'm not gonna
also
try.
hear- You guys also hear oh, okay. Errata succeeded her death saves. Charpay!
Charpay
Okay.
is at 1. What's
Are we
the
all alive?
Kieran spellcasting modifier?
The Kieran spellcasting modifier is +4.
Okay, I will roll my cure wound. I blew on the dice. It's charisma. Yeah. Wait, what? Kieran's spellcasting ability is charisma, and its charisma is +7.
Oh, it's +7? Okay.
Jesus,
Then it's
Christ.
+7.
What is this thing? Beefy.
Very celestial creature.
Okay.
The answer to your question is it is haunts. You can do it. You can do it. You can
I'm
count.
doing math. Oh wait, it's plus the spellcasting modifier each time it casts. So that's a 20 on the base.
21
Plus-
on the base.
Yeah, plus 20. No, it's 20 plus 21, so 41.
This man is living.
Okay, well then you're
Because-
up. You are up, Aros.
Yeah. Hi, Aros.
How much was it?
41.
41. Yeah, that's a lot. Yeah, okay. I'm at
So-
+9, which is fine, I guess.
You guys are all up.
Yay.
Oh.
Hey, Aros, hate to ask this of you so soon, but could you dry us all off?
Yeah, give me a moment. He does dry himself off first because he is very soaked in freezing water, and then
Like
he
a
just
wet rag. It just...
Oh. He sort of like sits up. Thanks. And he like motions to the guy doing CPR. Thank you.
so much.
All right.
Oh, and thank you for getting us the surface, Ryder. You can let go now.
Yeah, of course. Okay.
You can swim.
Right. Do you guys want me to stand up, or can you guys come over to me?
I can make my way over.
Thanks.
Anyone know what caused that? Is that normal for the ocean?
Yeah, I don't think that's normal for the
Sorry,
ocean.
I-
Like,
I
we're
was
just gonna
gonna-
make a guess here, but
I don't wanna bring it up because you know, I don't wanna cause a bit more paranoia at the moment, but I thought I saw something under there.
Okay.
I'm gonna.
Why would it
No,
do that?
It's not
I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do a.
paranoia. I think I saw something.
And he's
Ian, what did you see?
What was your name again? Alistair. Alistair. Did you also see that it was like a person? Yeah, no shit. Okay, so we can agree.
What?
Person-shaped shadow. Can we also agree about the the yellow eyes? Yeah, we can fucking agree about the yellow eyes.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I can't.
There is a
She's
collective on the boat from like a few people.
Eros
Praveen
is
and
gonna just
others.
like wave a hand and cast detect magic.
Literally
Do I have enough
everyone
spell
is
slots for this? Do I
exasperated
have
right
enough
now.
spell slots to do this?
Likely.
I do. Okay, I raise a hand and cast detect magic.
Okay, detect
I
magic.
feel like Lily's on the verge of throwing like a toddler temper tantrum.
Okay, what is the radius of detect magic?
Let's find out together. Where's my
60 feet?
detect magic? 30 feet within me.
30 feet.
Okay, 30 feet around you.
Yes. Radius, so it would be 60 feet diameter.
You detect multiple sources of magic, focused purely on one being. The magic you detect is the fading essence. You see the fading essence of evocation, but alongside this, the most prominent thing you feel is enchantment.
What's the shape of the enchantment?
The shape of the enchantment?
Yeah. Hold on, let me see what information detect magic gives me.
Is this Cornelia?
Cole,
Yeah. Okay.
if you were to describe a shape that Cornelius Cousteau Dupin Geoffrey Alea Escoffier Bonhomme Dutois,
This bitch ass is not even in arrows!
Oh my god!
if you
Okay.
would describe the
A
shape
shape.
of perhaps like what his magic would take the form of, in essence, how would you describe it?
A shape, like kind of like a symbol, I
A
guess.
shape or a symbol of any sort, yes.
I feel like it would be kind of swirling and glittery, kind of like, you know how his hat had like a big feather on it? I feel like it kind of be like the vague shape of like a feather, but kind of twisted and swirly.
Then that is what you see, Aros.
There's a really flamboyant evocation thing, like of how many feet beneath us. It's like pink and glittery and
That's better news, honestly. I'm okay with it.
I don't know who that is.
You don't have to worry about your mom anymore, Arden. It's fine. Yeah.
That's your mom?
Is it?
No, it's
I thought
not.
it was
think that's what
Cornelia.
I'm-
I'd say we don't have to worry about
Magic
our
is
mom.
not. What did you call it? Swirly and glittery?
Yeah, but in feather
You're
shape.
describing Cornelius, and I
Who's-
really.
Cornelius is two things: glittery and swirly.
Cornelius would want us to die. That's not fun. That'll be fine.
Did you forget? Did you forget how Cornelius is right now?
Well, he wouldn't want to kill us like this.
Can I-
that would
can I
just be
get a
like,
Can I get a quick rundown on who Cornelius is again?
is my brother to be in law. He thinks the world is a stage. He like kind of works for like the precipice, I think now.
He what? I didn't know that.
It's called The Truth of the Precipice. Did we not say
I
that?
know. I can't read it.
I thought I
Well,
read it to you. I'm sorry.
If he comes close enough to for us to have to deal with him, I took acting in high school, so I think I should be fine.
I went to school with him.
All right.
I hate the ocean. I
would
hate
like
the ocean.
I would like to bring
You and me
attention to
both.
something momentarily.
Uh,
I described everyone resurfacing from the ocean, besides Hugo.
Oh
God dang it.
no.
I mean, I really hope that
And
this
as you
Cornelius
guys-
guy would not let his boyfriend drown. I mean, I feel
As
like
you
he's not
guys
really that kind of.
As you guys are discussing, you guys hear a. What you guys did not see was that when within the waves, as Ryder grabbed everyone else, Hugo kept sinking, had to upwards. Engagement band fell off his finger. He knew it was either up or down at that point. Goes down. For the sake of getting that ring. What he did, well, that I won't get into. Other than the magic that Aros can do. Not a moment later, the gasp sounds out. And on the side of the air sailor, a hand reaches up, slams down on the side as Hugo pulls himself up, kind of eyes closed, corrects his neck, opens his eyes, golden yellow.
Oh,
slits.
Hugo! Oh, thank God you're okay. Let me I like get up to my feet with a groan, just completely ignoring the eyes, and like go over, like check him over, prestidigitation, because like he's a nice guy, you know. I just don't look him in the eyes.
Coat check. Thanks. Needed to brush up on the makeup before we head on.
Oh no.
Guys.
Wow. I can't believe we've made it. After such a long and arduous journey across the 7 seas, we finally make our way to the feature presentation. It's truly wonderful in this moment.
Does he have Does he have his ring?
He does.
Okay.
It's in his hand. Obvious, though, that I'm down to get it. And as he's holding it, he goes, "Why, that's not until Act 4!" and chucks it behind him.
Eros is gonna try to grab it.
Then try and catch it.
Yeah, sure, sleight of hand.
Like 4 people try to catch it.
I'm going.
I'm going.
This is like the bouquet toss at a wedding.
I was like, let's see, that's a
Are we after
14.
5. So I also got a 13 plus 5, so 18.
18. Arden, you quickly rush over the waves and you grab it in your hands.
I'm like, that's not going anywhere. And she's like,
When you look over back at him, realize he is also standing on top of the water.
Whoa.
you know what? I'm gonna take that as a good sign. This is
Don't forget to drop off your coats at the hangars into coat check before we make our way into our feature presentation. Please make sure that any mobile devices of any kind, whatever that may mean, or photography is not allowed in any point during the presentation. Now, if you will just make your way with me,
Yeah, I got it.
we'll lead you
Hey,
towards
hey,
the presentation
I'm
for
gonna-
the night. And
This
he
is
starts-
better.
He starts to walk forward into the fog. And
I'm gonna put on an acting face and go, "Hey, stranger, What brings you out here all the way out in the cold? Come on, the boat has some extra room and you can tell us your story.
There is no extra room on the air sailor.
Why? My story, you say? Oh no, it's certainly not mine. I mean,
Oh, well, you've colored me intrigued. Come on over here. We could use a good story. All of us are tired and exhausted. We need a distraction.
So
why
true,
would
I
bring
agree.
you? Why would I come over there when the show is right over here? And
What's
like
the
a-
show?
To be
No.
quite frank, because
Like
they're
a
too tired to
curtain-
move.
Like a
Mhm.
curtain lifting. The fog literally draws in half like a curtain. And in front of you all, you see an island. You think it's a mirage for a second. You didn't see any sign of this appearing beforehand, and yet it is there. And Hugo walks up, steps upon the land. There are gasps from the civilians aboard the ship, those so desperate for land. And they all kind of get up, rush to land as quickly, like
I'm
right
gonna-
the second that the boat docks, they get over there. And
Honestly, fair.
Hugo puts his hand on his shoulder, laughs, this hearty laugh, just, oh, well, we finally made it. After a long day's journey, we can finally just relax and have a great time tonight. Isn't that right?
Right. I'm gonna lean
Sure.
over to whoever's closest. Lily, Charpay, Ryder,
Lily just looks
Arden. Who's
displeased.
closest?
She just looks angry.
I'm gonna lean over
She's
to
also
whoever's
probably
close to me and go,
to
at
Aros
what
'cause
point
she
do
can
I?
feel-
Yeah. At what point should I greater restoration him?
I have no idea.
You wouldn't
Isn't
just
it?
need to greater restoration him at this point. Because he steps aside, and in lockstep, Rada steps to the side. And then from the others, Billy kind of like shuffles himself back and such, gets on his stubs, walks backwards, as does fucking Praveen and such. And you see as they all like 1, 2, 3, 4, perfect choreography to the side. And in one of those motions that is like kind of in a wave effect, they all put their hands out one by one, and begin in a lovely chorus. Welcome, 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 welcome to the show.
Dear God.
Ern's just like, well, I mean, at least we're not dead.
And
This
This is
As-
arguably worse.
as they
I
let
mean-
out a round of applause. And then
Ern's
immediately
like, I mean, like, from a moral standpoint, maybe worse. But
You guys ever seen?
All-
definitely better than freezing. Like,
all of
I don't
them-
know.
synchronized, are going to stop clapping, and they are all going to bow as the sound of stiletto fucking heels comes stomping down the mountainside as a figure clad in blue, a cape made from waves, hair made from water, and behind him, the silhouettes of many a fancily dressed figures. Why, Cornelius, how do you invite these wonderful guests to your home?
He'll step up and sort of just take off his hat and give a very grand looking bow, and then sort of stare forward at all of you and just, well, let's let the show begin.
We're gonna end this session off here. Wow! You guys made it, but at what cost?
I don't know if this island is real or not, and I'm paranoid.
Real for the moment.
Wow! I hope you guys are ready
We're standing
for
on it.
the most theater kid shit imaginable. And I would also very much like, I would very much implore you all to look at the ethos map at some point, because I have had this plot point planned for a while. You guys never really questioned that one island in the middle of the ocean that was shaped like an eye.
I'm gonna
That's
tell
all
you
I'll
right
say.
now. I'm gonna
And
tell you
that's-
right now. I was genuinely looking at it earlier, and I was like, "Oh, we've never been there before."
And that's all I'll say before we go on to our closing remarks. Aros, aka Roman.
Have you guys ever seen that one Starkin musical on YouTube called The Guy
Oh.
Who Didn't Like Musicals?
We've seen them all.
Yeah.
Cole and I binged them ages ago. We used to
I
be
think
really into it.
that was the one that I watched with everybody.
Yeah, I think we need to do exactly that.
I don't think I've ever seen it,
Apotheosis
so
is upon us. Oh, Kiki, closing remark.
Huh?
Closing remark. You got this.
I hate the ocean. I hate the ocean. If that
It's
Eladrin
an
keeps
airplane.
implying that Lily is in league with the precipice, I'm gonna tear my own hair out. I hate the ocean. I hate it.
We're gonna get to you last, Cole. Morg.
Oh, okay.
you know, honestly, like, Arden simultaneous, like, kind of fucked up that everyone's sort of mind control, but also, she is entertained. Like, she is ultimately, she's like 14. This is entertaining. Like, it's fucked up, but you know what? Previously, we were all on a boat waiting to freeze to death, so, like,
That's a goal.
not
This is a
worse. I mean, I really don't feel like this is worse, so.
I'm gonna throw in a closing remark this time, which is I'm shocked I even went for the high note. I can do it better most days. I have been working on till in Starbucks all week. So, and by till I mean like register. So I have to go, hi, welcome to Starbucks, and it's been ruining my voice. So,
Oh,
Hi, welcome to Chili's.
hi, welcome to Chili's. But I still have my low voice about me. Cece, closing remarks.
I feel like I need to implore for Roman and Morg. So Charpay's whole thing is that, you know, she's like the Charpay Evans joke character, and like she's developed into her own one, and now that like originally that's what she was, and so her hometown, Albuquerque, is entirely High School Musical themed, and all of the Genasi are High School Musical themed. I just wanted to share.
Okay.
Cornelius.
I mean, I could
Cornelius
have
was created
honestly, but,
separate,
yeah.
but
Yes,
he
Cornelius.
did
True,
become
but
a theater
also
kid.
he did live there.
Cornelius is not affiliated. Ducky is not affiliated with High School Musical, but a lot of almost every single Genasi in Cursed Ones is related to High School Musical. In some
In my
way.
mind, I imagine that.
Do you have a Troy Bolton?
We do. His
Yes!
name is Trioy.
Trio.
There's Raya.
There's also Ryash instead of Ryan. There is Chad, who is literally just named Chad because Chad is a continent. He's an Earth Genasi, so like it makes sense. There is Kelsey, who's based off of Kelsey. There's so many others. There's Gaia.
happened-
I mean, I never really cared for High School Musical, and I think I maybe saw part of it once, so
what-
it'll
what?
go a little over my head, but...
Who is Grayold, by the way?
We'll talk about that after the session.
What the? What the?
And I guess we should do the closing remarks for the star of tonight's show, Full Radical.
I guess. I did not realize we were getting there that fast, so I hope that my off the cuff ending was ominous enough for all of you.
It was very good. I kind of sprung that on him. So, big ups for Radical for going along with me.
I got my one line in, yeah!
Let's go!
Alright, well, tune in next week for Rhythm or some shit like that. Bye!
Bye.